Hello.
Shit.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. People
Your
can hear
camera
me.
not
All right,
working?
fine. Hey?
Is your
No,
camera not working?
I'm a complete mess today, so
Oh,
I
okay.
have to be
How
logo
bad is
today.
it? It can't be worse than me because I'm trying to figure out shit. My
No,
computer.
we're fine. We're fine. We're fine, guys. We're fine. Um. All right. So welcome to the breakdown. What is it? Episode 10.
Season 2.
No, that's that's streets. Where second outbreak.
Second outbreak. Same shit.
Second
Season 2.
second outbreak.
Basically,
Case 10. What title did I write? Oh, I forgot what I wrote.
we didn't have
Um,
an episode last week because Rolling was saving lives.
Yeah.
It's basically
Yeah.
Go Pink.
Yeah, being Go 5.
Yeah, Go 5.
Yeah, that's right. Go 5.
For a whole minutes.
Well, Cody, you can blame Tommy for all this.
Yeah, you just blame it on me, man. I'm fucking stupid as fuck.
Welcome back,
from my
Cody. How's
setting.
it going? How you been,
Holy
Cody?
shit.
Hope you had a good week so far.
Yeah, it's been a while, like 3 weeks. Holy.
Yeah, 3 weeks has been a while. Yeah.
A lot of shit happened.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened.
Even though the last 2 weeks we were complaining, nothing's happening. It just fucking bamboozled us.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do this week is that we're going to talk about just the recent episode for Zenkaiger, because that's where like the second was really important. I mean, that's the only thing that really counts, to be honest.
I've been following it. I've been following the Twitter stuff. Presuming
Yeah.
the past few weeks been filler.
The last
episode
week
actually
was
something
filler.
happened.
Yeah, episode 26 is what I said that like something has to happen, and it did. So
I think the last episode before that was the time travel one, right?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that
so
was
luckily, they listened to me and turned things around a little bit. Hopefully, but we'll talk about it later because I want to speculate what could potentially happen for the next arc. So we're going to talk about Revice first episode as well. Oh, excellent, Cody! You're liking Revice. It's only first episode, but anyway, we'll talk about that as well. And then we're gonna do a full review of Kamen Rider Saber, which is yeah, okay. Saber. So get ready to vent out as much as you can because we're never going to be talking about that's right, elbow cough, that's right,
elbow cough.
Megadong, you can write a paragraph as much as you want on Saber on the chat, and then we can read out what you want to say. Yeah, and then let us know your opinions. So what we're gonna start off with is what did we start off? Oh yeah, upgrades. Oh my gosh, what happened to me?
It's been 3 weeks.
Upgrades time. This is a special upgrades moment for this gentleman here. There we go. Special. Come on, tell us. What did you get? Oh, you're on mute, by the way.
Oh, sorry. So last episode, I did say I opened up something, in a bank account, and I made my first purchase, and I bought this thing.
Oh, can you? Oh, nice. He looks like
I bought this thing. I auctioned it off of eBay for like $14.
Nice.
And I'm very happy with it. Yeah, and I gotta say, I think this is the best, like roleplay toy that Bandai has ever made for the kids' toy line.
Yeah,
it's huge.
It's huge. Yeah, it's like you can. Oh my gosh, you can do a lot of things.
And I think this is the best like original created weapons from the Neo Saban era. Like, I mean, the other ones are okay, but like this one just stuck out to me. That's why I got it. Yeah.
That is a great purchase. Never forget that purchase you made.
Never forget it.
You never get your first.
Exactly.
You never forget your first.
Never forget your first.
terms of other stuff been happening, school started this week.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Do you also want to make an announcement? What's going to happen with you for the next few weeks?
I'll be gone. So adios.
No, that's not it. Not if you mean adios.
I'm still under contract for another year, so
You're not leaving us. You're just taking a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's searching for other opportunities because his contract is about to expire. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was looking at other companies. Probably they
Just
probably
taking a
do a
break.
better
Do
job.
other podcasts, bro.
Just do other stuff.
Yeah. Because you got school, that's why, and
I got school.
Toku's not being very nice.
Yeah, first week was pretty alright.
Yeah.
Is it still online, or you go back?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! Damn, we gotta talk to people. Ew.
Yeah.
No.
In real life. What the fuck?
I mean, okay, Ray, what would you prefer, study at home or study at school?
But last year when I was in virtual, I would have said home, but I think the more that the week went on, I realized that like home is not the best place because I get distracted in a bunch of stuff.
First show's back. What? You watched the show?
Which show?
My first show.
Don't tell me it's us because we're kind of chat at the moment. I'm so sorry.
Hello, new person. I've never seen this person.
Tokupunk is on our Discord.
Who is he? I've never heard this guy.
Yeah, he's on our Discord.
Oh, thank you for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Probably watches off stream. Hopefully.
Yeah, sorry for the 3-week delay because Roland was actually saving lives.
Yeah.
Up and down under. Up and down under. Yeah, that was so bad. Sorry. Playing standard. Yeah.
It's Catherine's fault too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of other stuff, in terms of what I've been watching.
Oh yeah, what did you watch? Yeah, tell me.
I'm back at my writer grind, so I'm like a little more than halfway through Ryuki. So
yeah,
there you go. That's about it.
Nice. Okay. And what about Mr. Tommylulu here? What you got?
I got a lot of shit this week.
Oh, tell us, please.
Dude, over the past 3 weeks, so my SG set 2 came finally from Ami after fucking 5 months.
Oh, you ordered from Ami? I didn't know that.
Yeah, for set 2 because that was the only time it was available. So I got Mega Ranger, Gal Ranger, Goanger, Hurricaneger, and then my set 4 came in from HLJ. So I got Ninja, like the best one.
I really like the suits. It's such a shame. Yeah.
Bokenger. Go 5.
Nice.
Decker Ranger.
Nice.
And Opera Ranger, which is one of my favorites.
Opera Angel.
Then after that, this is a span of 3 weeks, guys. This is not came in over 1 week. So I think at first I got NPR Blue for like 24. Pretty good deal on eBay.
Yeah.
And then from Raz, I got Space Black.
Oh, Raz, nice.
Yeah, so I got for like 15, 11. And
wait, is Raz a seller or what does he do?
He basically sells most of the stuff he gets.
Okay.
Or gives it away.
I don't even know what Raz looks like.
Me neither. So.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's a good thing.
I thought you knew. Okay.
So you can see it. I painted the black thing on his dome, so it doesn't look weird. Yeah. So it looks pretty good. What else? Then my Entertainment Earth pre-order for MPR Yellow.
Nice.
Came in for no reason, even though it's supposed to come by next year, February. For some reason, it shipped early. And then on this is like probably one of the worst purchases I've made. Like it was because of urges. I ordered this guy. You know, I have the Japanese version.
What do you mean it's the worst? Why?
Because I don't know. I just feel like I already have a Japanese version. So there's no need to double dip.
Oh, you okay? What I did is that I bought just red.
So why did you double dip?
Because the articulation and stuff.
Yeah, I just bought red.
And was it
because the
worth it or no?
articulation, But I didn't get the rest because I didn't really care.
I don't know. Honestly, I like it, but like, I already have Japanese version. You know. I mean, it's kind of nice, but
I mean, you can pose it.
I can't pose it. Yeah. I'm thinking about buying that one too. Megadon, I might sell it one day. So
Continue with esports after your upgrades. Yeah, we're back.
yeah. So that's what happened to me, and I also pre-ordered the new Ranger Key set. I think that's basically it for me.
Oh, that Ranger Key set.
Yeah, and then I also watched some stuff. I watched I don't know if you know. Do you know Kim's Convenience? Not Raymond or no?
No.
Okay, if Roland was here, he would have been like, "Oh my god, you watched that show." But yeah, I've been watching Kim's Convenience. It's okay. I like it. It's a Canadian show, which is cool. And Shang-Chi is in it. It's cool. Tommy is buying the Dark Gear set. No, I'm not. There's no way I'm buying that. There's no way. And then also, if anyone's wondering, I only need the normal Kamen gear, which I'm hoping I'll get one day. But Kevin needs to do something about that. So, if anyone in the chat watches, oh yeah, I've been taking this movie class, and then I've been watching a lot of movies, and a movie that really touched me in a sense, like inspired me, was like Good Will Hunting with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and Robert Williams. No, who's his name? Fuck. Is it Robert Williams? No, not
What's Good Will Hunting about? Is it about hunting?
No, it's not about hunting.
Oh,
Robin. Fuck? I feel so. I should probably know.
Robert Williams?
Is it Robert Williams?
The
Robin
comedian
Williams. I said Robert. Yeah, Robin. Yeah, I just watched it the first time. Blew my fucking mind. Crazy.
Well, what's it about? I've heard good things about it.
I just googled it, and it's like psychological stuff.
Yeah, it's like about Matt Damon being a really smart guy, but he's like, but not living up to his potential. And it's a really great movie. You should watch it. I recommend it.
Oh yeah, I heard it was it Academy winning or something like that?
Yeah, it won an Oscar. It's really good. It's like it's one of those movies that if you feel really down, you should watch it. Like it's like a really uplifting, like a really happy ending, like very satisfying. See, even Megan nominates. And then Roland, I've been watching Kim's Convenience. Have you watched that? For the Shang-Chi.
Wait, which movie? Oh, Kim's Convenience.
Have you watched it?
No, is it good?
It's okay. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I haven't heard about it until like there was hype about Shang-Chi, and after that, people started watching Kim's Convenience. And I'm like, oh.
If anyone wants to know what I think about Shang-Chi, because I watched it not through a theater, through a online resource, and really okay quality, but I don't understand when they're talking in Cantonese, and I don't understand what they're saying. So I would give it around a 7. I did not.
7 is like okay, it's decent.
But it's not like a 9. It's definitely not.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
I did not like Third Act at all with all the CGI. I just wish it was more grounded. Like
it was better than what would you? Okay, in terms of quality of the movie, what would you compare it to another MCU movie film?
This movie?
Like a level, like the level of.
It feels like a Thor. It feels like a Thor to me.
Whoa, that's pretty bad. Wait, which Thor?
The first one.
Oh my god! Okay.
The first one, maybe a little bit lower than the first Captain America, because the first Captain America is really good. It is not like a 90-something%. Like Rotten Tomatoes are they're smoking something. They're smoking the.
No, I think
something.
I think people are just very deficient to a Marvel movie. Like, what was the last time they did an MCU movie? They didn't do one last year, did they?
No, because these were supposed to come out last year.
Yeah. So, I think the hype is there because it's the first film since Spider-Man. And then,
yeah, I guess, but like
it's just the hype behind it. It doesn't. I think it just doesn't necessarily have to be good. It's just that, first of all, there's a lot of like bells and whistles. The whole hype about Cody,
I've heard about all that stuff, and
yeah,
I feel like I don't know, like Simu Liu as an actor, he seems cool, but like I don't know, he makes.
Wait, do you think Shang-Chi should have been a Disney Plus series?
It should have been a better movie. I think.
God, that's not good.
Because I think, because I wanted to be more grounded, like more.
You know
like
what? It should have been like the level of Netflix. You know the Netflix MCU stuff.
Like that, like Daredevil, like that.
Yeah, like Daredevil, Punisher. Because Shang-Chi is more like around their level in terms of like their power scaling.
Yeah, but I don't like him using the 10 rings. Like that's just
because I've never heard of Shang-Chi using the 10 rings in the comics.
And no, I don't think no one has heard of Shang-Chi until this movie.
Yeah, because Shang-Chi's supposed to be just a martial arts guy.
Because he's supposed to be he's basically Bruce Lee. Yeah, basically Bruce Lee.
Yeah, that's supposed to be like. Yeah, that's supposed to be his inspirations from is actually like he's a capable martial artist who doesn't necessarily need to use external powers to help him fight. It's like I don't know, it's just
and then Cody,
I've
heard about the actor making those like doing like some posts and stuff, and it's like I don't know.
Wait,
what
do you mean attacking YouTubers for reporting on that?
Because basically he doesn't. I feel like he doesn't take criticism that well. That's how I feel with Simu. Because like there's every movie, even with movies, right? There's gonna be people that hate you and like hate it, and then people that love it.
Okay, but what did he do? Because this is the first time I'm.
Because like I think some YouTubers that didn't like the movie, which is fine, right?
Yeah.
He basically like said, "Oh, that's funny," because like they said, "Oh, Shang-Chi would fail, but it did well in the box office."
Oh, so, I get it. Okay, so he was kind of getting a little bit egotistical about it.
Yeah, basically, like proving them wrong. But it's like, come on, dude, you're like, who gives a fuck about what these YouTubers think? Like, you're literally in a Marvel movie, Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Like, don't give them attention as if like they as much as they need, I
agree.
Like, it's like saying it's like saying Robert Downey Jr., right? If someone hates Iron Man 3, right? Because that movie was pretty mixed, pretty divided. And then Robert Downey Jr. just like all the videos that didn't like Iron Man 3, right? He just posted a picture saying, "Oh, LOL, like take that" or something, and like just bragged about it in his Instagram or something. It doesn't look that good, because like who the fuck cares about what those people think, Like you shouldn't really comment on those things,
Oh, even Muggy watched it. That's pretty good. I can't watch it because it's still locked down in my area. I can't go to the cinemas at all.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, and
10 rings are gonna play a part.
Are not as bad as like you.
I mean, hopefully they play a big part, but like I don't know. Yeah. This movie had a lot of potential because it could have been like a more grounded.
I mean, I don't see
because it would have been.
I don't see a sequel.
I don't know, maybe.
I don't see it though. I feel like he's probably just
staying home. Yeah, exactly. I mean, those thumbnails. Those thumbnails are basically clickbait. So.
I get it.
People pay too much attention on that stuff. Like if you don't like it, just ignore it. Just move on. But
because I never see Chadwick Boseman say like when Black Panther was around.
Yeah.
I mean, granted that the movie was excellent, so like there was no criticism
I mean,
whatsoever.
there are people that didn't like it. Like every movie's gonna have like a hater or two,
Yeah,
you know? But
but I've never heard.
you
I
just don't
haven't
say
seen anybody
the,
just
the
like,
best.
oh, you know.
The best thing is not to give them attention as much as they want, you know?
Yeah.
To give them more exposure to their thing. So yeah,
Wow.
that's basically what happened, Cody. I think.
Okay. Is there anything else that you watched, like TV
Um,
shows besides movies?
Good Will Hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Good Will Hunting. Kim's Convenience, yeah, and Shang-Chi. That's basically the three things.
Shang-Chi.
So yeah, don't when you're a big Hollywood star, just be humble. Basically,
I
that's
think he
basically
was
my
a
advice.
struggling Hollywood star to begin with, because he was friends with a lot of people from BuzzFeed and stuff,
I don't
and he
think he's
was friends with a
struggling.
lot of
I
YouTubers
mean,
too.
I've seen him like JK News, and he's friend. I think he's friends with
Yeah,
Yoshi. I think he knows
yeah,
Yoshi Sudarso.
yeah. I think he
So
didn't he audition or something for Power Rangers?
no,
No, he
he made a
didn't. Oh,
really
okay.
stupid comment about Power Rangers, like in an interview,
Oh, did
saying
he?
like, yeah, it got me kind of irritated. Like he said like, oh like there weren't any Asian Power Rangers. If there happened to be an Asian Power Ranger, he would have been really excited. But like I'm like, there's a lot of Asian Power Rangers.
Dude,
But,
there was a lot. There was a lot. Like nearly every
I don't
season,
know, just like
second season or seasons.
just be humble that you're the first Marvel superhero. That's all I gotta say about this whole topic. Of
I mean,
Shang-Chi.
he wasn't the first Asian MCU hero. I mean, we gotta
Oh
count.
yeah, Wong.
We got
Okay,
Wong.
first Asian superhero male
Maybe
lead.
just the main one, you know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel sorry for Wong. He's like pretty helpful guy too.
okay, and then
You got some
we do
news to share?
esports.
Yeah.
A lot of esports news, but I'm gonna probably just
Yeah,
make it
sure.
about
As long as
COD.
you... Yeah, whatever you need to share.
COD and Halo, I think. Oh, where the fuck did we start? This is
Oh,
crazy.
Megadong. He says would would move with Shang-Chi. Nice. Nice.
Where is it?
Oh, okay.
What do you say?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I have to take off Nightbot. My gosh. What did you try to say, Megadong? Just type it again on lowercase.
Lowercase.
The hell? Sorry.
Oh, I think I'll mention this real quick. So NRG, so you know Hammonds and Daquan, they're streaming now. So they're now on TSM. They're finally streaming. So check them out. They're really famous. They used to be like really famous Fortnite streamers. So it's cool. They're back. It's really sad
Megadong's
news.
asking, where's Wong's movie?
Where's Wong's movie? I don't know. Where's
He could have a Disney Plus
Where's
series.
Edison Park? Where's Edison Park's movie with
Yeah,
the Asian-
exactly.
yeah. So Formal retired. So that's a pretty sad day.
Is he
I was
young?
freaking out. No, he's like 26, 27. He's not playing anymore.
Oh, he's rich
So-
already.
No, because like he doesn't want to play the game.
Well,
So
what game was he playing?
Call of Duty. He was part of Optic, Chicago.
Oh.
So he's So there's only two people left in the Dynasty Crim 6 Gump. So I was freaking out, and then roster mania for COD happened, in which Dallas Empire, which is Team Envy, is set to acquire the Optic brand again, which is crazy. And this blew my mind, in which Optic and potentially Envy are going to team up and make a super team to stop phase, I'm assuming, in which they're going to have Scump, Dashy, Shotzi, and Illy. And right before this report, Envoy, in which we'll talk about later, was dropped. And then everyone thought that he was going to be the successor of Optic, being like the prince. Since like everyone thought that he was going to replace Scump when he retired, but I guess they replaced him with Shotzi, which is kind of crazy if this rumor was true. And then we're gonna dive in deep with all the roster stuff because a lot of roster things happen. Let's see. So Los Angeles Gorillas. So let's start. Holy shit. Okay, let's start with London. So London Royal Ravens are set to maybe acquire Zero Nasty Gizmo, and then Afro as part of the roster, in which I think these are mostly European players, which I have no idea who they are. I only know Zero. So and apparently Paris Legion re-signed Coach Theory, but they're gonna try to get AMS, I believe. I think pretty big news. Seattle Surge are maybe trying to get Sib, in which he's the substitute for Atlanta FaZe, Mac from New York Subliners, and Pred, in which apparently he's an Australian cosplayer from your side of the neck woods. Roland,
Oh,
he's really
really?
good. Yeah, to be the Seattle Surge, new Seattle Surge. So accuracy is set to be the leader of this team. And then Los Angeles Gorillas, they announced their roster already. Los Angeles Lightning. Shit. Let's see. So this is their new roster, Los Angeles Gorillas, in which it's Asim, Gunless, Slasher, Hook, and they went from like their roster before wasn't that great, but it just upgraded a lot because I see a lot of potential with this team. You have Gunless and Slasher again, being they were a team in Rise for World War II. Asim's really good. Hook didn't get a shot, but I can see this roster being top 4 or top 5. So good luck to them. And then apparently Crim6, who was dropped by Dallas Empire for Dashi, since Dallas Empire and Optic Chicago are merging, is set to be in New York with Neptune, with Clayster and Hydro, which is kind of crazy since I thought Crim6 was going to stay with Dallas forever, but since Dallas and Chicago, Optic Chicago are combining, now Crim6 is going to go with New York with Clayster. So then the Minnesota Roker are sticking together, which isn't surprising since they won. Then I think news that came today. Let's see, Los Angeles. LA Thieves announced the roster today, in which it's gonna be Kenny, Octane, Drazen, and Envoy. And this roster looks really good. I think it could be again top 4, top 5, which is kind of impressive considering how the other rosters are. Mutineers are gonna let go of Neptune since he's gonna go subliners, and you're gonna extend their contract for all their players, which is kind of weird since I would have expected them to make roster changes. So I don't think this team will do well compared to other teams. And then and NRG spot, which is Chicago spot, since apparently Optic is acquired by Envy, is gonna be wide open. So I don't know who's gonna buy in for the 12th spot for COD. It's gonna be very interesting to see what type of team that will be. Bunch of, as I said, all the roster changes, and Vanguard's out if you want to play. Uh, let's see, and I think last news, I think I want to mention Halo. So Halo's back with the franchise teams, with partner teams for competitive for Infinite in December. So you have Cloud9, MV, United, FaZe, Fnatic, G2, Nodus, Vincier, Navi from CSGO, and Sentinels, and Space Station Gaming. So these are your 1, 2, 6, 7, 8 teams for the HCS. So good to see Halo Infinite back on the radar again, and it's pretty cool that things are picking up for Halo again for the new game. Nice to see a lot of good orgs supporting Halo, and then Halo's been making this like list for top 25 players. So I'll probably recap that when it's all done. And I think that's it for me because I think that's it for me since there's a lot more, but I think next week I'll talk about League in Valorant, what happened. So, and with more roster changes. It's like thank you, Roland, for being so excited.
Wait, what happened?
You're like yes. You're like yes.
Yes, I agree with you, Tommy.
And then also I did a live watch party for the Call of Duty, I think for champs one day, and then unfortunately no one showed up, but that's fine. So if you wanted to peek and show up one day, just let me know.
Maybe Megadong might do a watch party with you.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what Megadong's Discord is. Still hasn't given me any information who he is as a person.
Megadong.
You need a substitute for a video game. Yeah, I think you. Yeah, I think each. Well, yeah, for each like in instance Call of Duty, you need at least one sub to for each team since like if something bad could happen like visa issues or like a player can't play because they're sick, and usually the league usually signs a player that hasn't had a team yet, or they would sign their coach like one or two substitutes for teams. So it's full PlayStation Network. Okay. Wait, what's your PSN? Because I have PSN. It's just my name, I think. Tommylulu85. I play on PS5. So, yeah.
Oh, well, Megadol, I'm quite mad that you only have that social network.
I'll join Tommy's esports team.
Oh, nice. Okay. Why not? All right. We go back to upgrades to me.
I think that's my PSN.
Okay, I'll go back to upgrades.
You want to add me for no reason?
Yeah.
Dude, stop. Fuck you, Nightbot.
All right, I've got. Let me start my cam. Okay.
You don't look that bad, Roland. You still look the same.
I know. I still. I just feel like crap. That's why. All right, I've got a few things. I got this guy here. What is it?
Zenkaiger?
Yeah, the
Zenkaiger gear.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna wait till that's like $10 next year and no one gives a fuck about it.
Is it nobody likes this, hey?
No, like I feel like most of the Zenkaiger stuff is too overpriced. That's just me.
It's quite cute. So got that. And
wait, is it from HLJ? Oh shit.
Yeah. Now, this is very controversial. A lot of people don't like this one. Is this guy? These guys. Yeah, I felt the plastic. It's very cheap.
Do you think this plastic would be better than this? I don't know. I feel like Bandai Japan plastic is better than this, but the articulation is better. But it's not as bad as Beast.
How does it feel in terms of, is it hollow to you?
No, it doesn't feel hollow at all.
Okay, this feels hollow. Wait, this guy feels hollow. This is pretty bad. This is pretty bad for its price.
That's like 50 plus like shipping like 70.
Yeah, so okay, how much does it cost usually? I think like $50 for you guys, right?
Yeah, Amazon Japan is like the best way to get Sentai stuff.
So I think it should have been sold for at least 35.
There's no way that's still 35.
I know, this should be
no, like Pure Major's mecha wasn't even that
feels
price.
Like a $35 USD toy. It feels like it.
This
it feels
this is 26 retail. Like the each.
I know. The only problem is I just feel like compared to Zenkai Juragao and Zenkai Rune Majin, is that the plastic, yes, it's quite sturdy, and I felt the weight of it. It's more heavier than this guy. Like you can solely see the
I got
rawness.
Cure Maging for 40. That's pretty decent considering US Amazon.
Yeah, I felt it, and I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I just
If anyone's interested, Cure Mage Silver Exchanger on Amazon US is like $24, I think.
Oh, is it?
I'll
Okay.
link it into the chat.
I still haven't shipped mine from HLJ, so
Shiny Cure Mage Changer, I think, right?
my shiny Cure Mage Changer hasn't left HLJ.
Bro, by the time
week.
you ship that, Takemichi will be in 10 Zenkaiger. So.
Exactly. So I got.
Wait, can I link stuff, or is it Nightbot?
Yeah. Try.
This is for Cure Mage Changer.
Okay. So I got the Revice driver.
Not worth 24. Okay, yes, it's not worth 24, but it's a decent deal.
So I got the stamps, and yeah.
Oh shit!
What happened?
Wait, what the hell? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the magnet thing. Yeah.
Wait, Roland, are you all in?
No, not everything. Not premium Bandai stuff.
Well, obviously you have to get the stuff in the show, right?
Yeah, just like the 10, and then maybe whatever power-ups that they have.
Power-up? But what about when they're other riders, too?
I feel like this season they're really cutting down the riders. I think I feel like only the brother and then probably George.
Yeah, the guy with the glasses guy.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like. Do you think George is a good guy or a bad guy?
I don't know. He seems a good guy to me.
He gives me Ryoma vibes.
He's definitely not a Sophia. I'll tell you that. Not like a Sophia where he thought it was.
No, but he gives me Ryoma vibes. Like he's obsessed with his technology. Like he could get a little bit obsessed with it.
I don't see it.
What about Kuruto Dan?
I don't get the same vibe as him.
I mean, he likes Kamen Rider, so I feel like he's gonna end up like make his own,
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, Donnie. Hello. So yeah, I got more stamps here, and I did get the special set. So
did you get the Megalodon?
Yeah, I did. Oh. Megalodon. Yeah.
Oh, Megalodon.
And I got this. This is like the special booklet that they have, and I think last week I started a series.
Which start?
It's on my Twitter, so it's called Lightning Collection. I do it myself.
Yeah, I did one too. It was with my In Space Black and my Infrared Blue.
I think I should make a Twitter page called Lightning Collection. I'll do it myself. We might as well. So I did one for Void Knight.
That's
so
cool.
He's more like I'll
hey,
get
that's the guy. That's that one guy from Ninja Steel apparently.
So
spoilers.
This is like the retail Void Knight. Oops. Okay. This is the retail Void Knight. Yeah.
Wait, I don't get it. Why didn't you just get one?
No, this is gonna be Russo Brown.
Oh, okay. I was like Roland, you didn't have once you painted it, you didn't have to find the original.
No. I'm gonna make it Russo Brown.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna be in the show, but I'm gonna make it Russo Brown. But like, I mean, look at Void Knight now. He looks better.
That's cool.
And I also turned Dino Fury Gold into more of like a better gold. So
do you think is there a way to get rid of that morpher on his wrist, or it will damage?
No, you'll damage the figure.
Dude, that annoys me. Holy, that kind of annoys me.
Well, I try to pose him without showing the morpher at all. It's quite a lazy thing to do. Like, it's not like rocket science to actually see.
Oh yeah, Roland, I've read Dino Fury spoilers, and they actually sound pretty good.
Is it the one that Dawson talked about?
I think so. I don't know. So
Is
no, the
he was
recent one that
talking-
came out with the Gold
okay.
Ranger.
I
Sounds pretty cool.
really don't care about spoilers, guys. Like,
Yeah.
you can tell me spoilers. It's not a big deal. I'm not
I know.
like.
Roland's immune to spoilers. This is...
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not fussed at all.
Wait.
And then what else? What else did I get? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I did. I got SHV Good Naki.
Oh, you got Naki. That's cool.
Yeah, because I got Ikazuchi coming later. And what else did I get? Oh yeah. I'm not gonna open this. This one.
What'd you get? Oh, Zeronos? You got Zeronos?
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Well, he's green, so that's why I love him.
No, you love him because of the character, which you haven't seen.
Yeah, I know. I should
One of my
watch
favorites. I love Zeronos.
Well, I should finish watching Double because the anime is coming out next year. You know, the anime for Futo P? Futo PI?
Oh, Futo PI.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, dude, that looks fucking good. I'm excited for that.
Is there a trailer out for it? No, nothing.
No, it's just like stills.
Oh, okay.
Imagine they brought back Shotaro and Philip.
In like the voice actors?
Yeah, that would be fucking dope, but I don't think so.
I've got Kamen Rider Converge, so I've got both 21
Cody?
and 22.
Holy shit, that's funny. I'm praying that the collected figure has it. That's very funny.
Oh yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? Love to see some
not?
chaos.
Who doesn't love chaos?
I know. People just want to see the world burn.
Yeah, exactly. And last but not least, no, actually, I got 2 more things.
Jesus.
I know. Well, it's been 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, Roland. I can't wait for that lady in Futopia. I think Megan Dong's gonna be fucking excited.
Really? Who is it?
That lady in the motorcycle.
Because
in the manga, they show some stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Lots of revealing stuff. You know what I mean?
What?
Wink, wink.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow! For Kamen Rider show.
Yeah, that's why like Shotaro's actor in the US, he was like, "Man, I wish that happened to me," because he read the manga.
I mean, he could. Okay, so I could look for an online, right? Like the manga.
Yeah, the manga, but it's not too revealing, but it's pretty revealing.
Okay. I
Megadon knows, I think, if you read it.
I've got one of my favorite things right now is the Metsubo Jinrai progress key. And last but not least is Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. The
Tanjiro.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
Got that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I pre-ordered the Ranger key set as well.
Okay, yeah, I got it too.
And then what else did I pre-order?
What else came out? Anything come out?
No, nothing came out.
Nothing. I ordered. Oh yeah, I ordered my Outbreak. Yeah, I said that the last episode.
Yeah, I know a bit about her. The manga gets, really. Are you gonna buy all the Demon Slayer swords from Bandai? No, absolutely not. The only reason why is shipping. It'll be
and then money.
Yeah, and it's also like I'm not gonna play with the sword. Like it makes like the replicas, right? They're quite expensive. They're kind of like our version of. They're kind of like a version of a memorial. Would you say, like a memorial roleplay item? But the shipping it's gonna cost like hundreds of dollars, which is not ideal.
We're gonna look at upgrades, I think. If anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. So no.
I'll do some upgrade. I think Cody's the only one. And if anyone in the chat wants to say what they got, just list it.
Megatron, what did you buy? Donnie, what did you buy?
What did you get? And the other guy, Toku Productions, you still here?
Punk, if you're still around, what did you buy? What did you watch? Anything interesting? Oh yeah, in terms of what I watched The High School Heroes. I'm up to episode 4.
Oh yeah.
Because it's subbed. Dude, the latest episode was quite I never thought Toei would touch on that episode. I never thought.
I mean, Toku's been doing good on that stuff recently.
I just no, but I wasn't expecting Toei to do it. Like, I'm like,
good for Toei.
Yeah. I think
Cody,
it's just probably like they should do more shows like that rather than mainstream, you know?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Cody got this.
Cody's got
for the Digimon.
Oh yeah, the Digimon stuff. Cody, are you getting the Kamen Rider and Ultraman stuff?
Let's see, and then you got Orange and Bumblebee, which that's cool. I think that's
yeah.
I think that's it for upgrades. If anyone, yeah, it's only been Cody, which is like, I think VC17 does it once in a while. But...
Oh, okay, yeah.
I gave a review.
VC17 posts when he gets a lot of things. He gets a lot of things.
Thomas and Friends, it stinks. iCarly also stinks. Oh man, it sucks. I'm unfortunate. If you want to watch something good, Cody, just watch Good Will Hunting. It's a good movie. It makes you feel good.
Yeah. And
great story.
Wait, where's my audio thing?
Oh yeah, real quick. No, I already have that in a Galaxy Watch and a Valorist. I'll buy the Kamen Rider bracelet if there's an XA card with Juju Burger. Yeah.
Mega Dog loves Juju Burger.
Do you have that gas shot? That would be kind of cool. You have to have that gas shot, right?
Yeah, I have that gas shot.
It's pretty Mega Dog.
Like, I think XA was pretty good with their gimmick. That's yeah. They did a lot of cool stuff with the video games aspect. Yeah.
Just watch for CSM in like fucking.
Nah, I'm not.
2025. Okay, bro.
No
okay.
way. No way.
I might actually. I don't know. Maybe. I'm thinking.
I already got the memorial set. Like, what else are they gonna add for that? Like,
I don't know. CSM just release everything.
I can see CSM for Drive though. I can see that.
Yeah, that's gonna maybe. Hopefully. I mean, everyone thought like speaking of Forza, like the 10th anniversary, that was kind of cool, but like it was just interviews, I guess, because
yeah,
I thought they were gonna announce. I don't know. Here's a hot take. I think Ryder, when they do their anniversary, is kind of garbage. Not gonna lie.
Wait, which? Oh, okay.
There's like 10th anniversary, yeah, but like, because like Sentai, they do a special, but like I don't know, Ryder, whenever they do a 10th anniversary, like they won't do that much with it.
Was Forza really that popular back in the day?
I mean, I guess so. I don't know.
I feel like they were more,
like I remember really didn't like Forza as a kid, but I appreciate it now. But.
I mean, when I watched it like later after it was aired,
yeah,
like I did because I think a lot of people will complain like it's not space aspect. Like, oh, it's not about space. It's
about friendship.
It was more about high school drama and friendship.
Well,
and
not really a drama, but like just friendship.
It's just like surface level, yeah, like high school, high school setting rather than So I'm just like, oh, I'm watching like a high school thing rather than I
think it's better if you watch the show if you're in high school. It's like the best way to watch that show.
Yeah.
Because I watched it back in high school. I gave it another shot, and I liked it better than I did when I was like middle school or elementary. Man, that show came out when I was 6th grade. Or 7th grade. That's kind of weird.
What was that?
Yeah, 2011.
Wait, you were 6th grade, 7th grade? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was 12.
Right.
Shit. Everyone thought, like, what was it? I'm just glad we got the new version of Giant Step as a song. That's kind of cool. Hopefully, there's an MP3 version of that.
Yeah.
It was kind of awkward how like everyone except what was it was Kango and who's the main girl?
The happy girl.
Yeah, the cult girl.
Happy smiley. Yeah, the cult girl.
They didn't appear on the Forza.
Didn't she quit the cult? We talked about this, right? She quit the cult,
so.
right?
I don't know.
Ryder needs to do.
It was kind of weird that like those two people weren't a part of the special thingy.
Like Double O's and 01. As much as I like seeing the actors, I'd rather see suit scenes than voiceovers from the actors. They de-henshin too much in the movies, just like the plot dumps. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I was thinking like if they're gonna do another Memory of Heroes, make it really thematic. So like you can do Wizard, Ghost, and Saber, something like that. Something along the realms of like that's like a fantasy filled Memory of Heroes. Then after that, for something else like oh gosh, Xaid. What can go with Xaid? No, nothing can go with Xaid.
Drive, I guess, because medical people.
Drive, and what's another vehicle type of rider?
Axel, because they crossovered once. I
but
guess.
then again, they already did double though. They did double with.
Why not again? Because fuck it, Devil's popular.
I guess so. Oh, you can do drive and build.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, like they can.
Okay, going on back to the Forza thing, I forgot to mention that like.
Yeah.
The Nashiko driver, I think that's something I didn't expect it to do. Are you ordering that?
They never released it.
No, they never did.
Nah, I never. I never earned anything Forza.
Because I personally thought it was gonna be CSM. I was like, oh shit, they're actually gonna do CSM.
So how much are they selling it for?
I think it's coming out in the US for like 120. Which is not bad.
120.
So I don't know how much that is Australian. But considering,
yeah.
I mean that's like total like with shipping too. So it's not too bad in the US.
Yeah, that's quite. It's quite expensive. Well, like, is that just DX, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not. Yeah, I don't. I'm not like interested in buying other season stuff right now. Like, I'll just do simple.
I just want to do the main dude.
Yeah,
Revice.
Just Revice at the moment. See how I go. If like the gimmick is kind of like.
If the show sucks, I'm not buying it.
No, not. I'll get the 10 main. I don't know, like. I don't know. I'm a bit worried about the direction of the show, but just the gimmick is really good. Like they brought back lights and sounds. It's just like I hate the books. I really don't like the Wonder Woman books are okay, but like I just like it's not as I don't know. That's it for upgrades. Shall we start off? Let's go to Breaking Hero time.
Oh yeah, we need to let's do Zenkaiger first.
Okay. Hang on, let me check this out. Zenkaiger. Okay. Episode 26.
Oh, okay. So 25 was basically they go back in time and just recap. Basically recap.
Anybody in the chat, if you watch Zenkaiger, let us know your opinions.
Yeah. So 26. This episode, things are actually happening for once. I didn't expect the mom to wake up. I thought the mom was gonna wake up in like the last 3 episodes. Like
that's what I always thought. Like at least the last 5.
No, 3. Episodes. That's like
last minute.
Estimate. Yeah.
Or even like literally on the last episode, like at the end of like when they meet the boss and then the mom wakes up and all of that. But I have a feeling though, she might get captured again and get refrozen. That's
but it's a good thing that they're doing something new. Like they're going to different worlds.
Yes,
which is kind of cool. I think they're starting something new for once. So you can meet like parallel versions of themselves, which is kind of cool.
I'm actually excited for that. I still think that they, I don't know. I'll be a little bit cautious in terms of like, okay, so they're going from the worlds like the Za world or like invading the Earth.
Yeah.
So they're going to other worlds. So they're kind of the concept is still going to other like the world concept, rather than focusing on like
different worlds coming to Earth or something.
Yeah, so they're going to their worlds, but also like all paradigms or whatever.
And then apparently there's like different versions of like the characters, like the old person, the customer. I've seen for next week.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool.
Okay, Tommy, would you prefer that, or would you prefer like more like anniversary style?
I think going to different worlds is kind of cool.
It's a very
concept.
Q Ranger thing, isn't it?
Yeah, Q Ranger, me like Q Ranger. Yeah, what was a Q Ranger?
I would
Good.
say it's more like a Q Ranger thing, like they go to different planets and they have different tasks to do. But I'm just thinking, like, okay, if the Zenkaigers are going to different worlds, what is Zox's plan then?
I
Is
think
he
they're
gonna go along
no,
with them?
yeah, because they don't have a they don't have a way to go to different planets.
Oh, okay.
Different because I think Zox has the the ship can like go to different planets. I
Yeah, that's
think
true. They can travel and stuff.
so.
I just
They need to
always
go
thought
with
like Stechan could build something, you know?
maybe who knows.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, Stacy, man, like, what did you think about like his power up? Um. What do you think about his access to?
His power up. I don't know. It's like kind of cool, but I thought it would be more something more. I guess.
Do you think he would have something more after that, or do you think that he'll just cap at that?
No, I think he was just capped at that. But it was
Yeah.
kind of cool, I guess. He had a shield and a rocket launcher on his wrist for some reason, in the chest.
I
Cannon.
don't know what like that represents or what that pays an homage to. I don't know.
Well,
Nobody.
it would have been neat if his power up was like some like based on like a villain or a monster or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
like a monster
Yeah.
they face or something. I don't know. I'm just
It's just cool that the fact that they still play on that gimmick that he can summon past ranges, but also powered up versions.
yeah, that's cool. I love seeing Outbreak Max again. Never thought I
Yeah.
would see that suit again. Super Ghost Ray was just there. I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not not one of my. I mean, it was a cool power up, but like, let's see.
And what about the dark version of Zenkaiger Juragao? It has
I mean, it's just a
it's
repaint.
it's a
So,
repaint with its own like an evil version of the sounds. That could have been that that mecha would have been like the movie mecha of this of the season.
yeah, probably.
Because you know how Kira Major never had a movie mecha or a
I mean, they had
movie.
the little shovel thing, right? The red shovel.
Is that count as a movie mecha?
I don't know, because
No,
like
because you know how like Jackpot Strike,
yeah,
Cobra
but I remember
Spino.
I didn't watch Kikai movie, but I've heard that the red shovel shows up. In that
Oh,
movie.
okay. So that's like
So I
a
guess
bonus item though.
yeah, I
Yeah.
guess it's a thing.
Yeah, because so like the
Yeah,
last
is Zenkaiger getting
movie,
a solo movie? You think?
it didn't have a summer movie, did they?
No, they just. I think they just combined it with Saber and made Senki.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
Senki.
is that their summer movie? I
That's their
guess.
summer movie. Yeah.
Oh,
That's their
okay. That's so
yeah.
weird. COVID
I
fucked things
know.
up.
Yeah. That's kind of sad. I just hope they have a crossover with Kira Major. Um, I like Stacy. Like he kind of stepped up. Like he kind of looked like he was winning. But he just got interrupted because of Kaito's mom.
Yeah, I love how Kaito was feeling a bit like kind of. He didn't want to fight Stacey in a sense. He didn't. He felt that he
He had
didn't.
like an intuition that he wasn't supposed
Yeah,
to fight
he had
Stacy.
a dilemma within himself.
Okay, what do you think Stacy's like? Okay, what's Stacy's relation? Do you think he is? What do you think he is? Like a son to
I don't know
Kaito's mom? Or,
because
like,
what is it? They need the blood, human blood or something. And then he asked her who she was, and the monster guy was like, "Oh, that's the scientist I captured." So
right?
I don't think they're related. I don't think so.
Was there? Wait, was there? There was a Frozen dad, right? The dad was Frozen too, right?
Yeah, but he wasn't. She was trying to find him, but she couldn't.
Did we see the dad Frozen as well, or it was just her?
I think they're. I think it was just her.
Okay, okay. So I'm still guessing. I'm still assuming that probably the dad could be one of the villains.
Maybe.
That could be.
Wait. Huh. That's interesting.
Well, I didn't see the dad's body. That's the thing.
I think she was trying to look for her, then she got caught.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe
because I only see her.
maybe,
frozen.
but like we saw on the computer screen, we saw the mom and the dad on the computer screen.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I didn't see.
She's probably
his body.
still frozen. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool though. Well,
I mean, it could either be not the robot like servant. Like I feel like the wall guy could be the dad. I don't know. It's potentially like if he were to be evil, he could potentially be the guy in the wall. Or
but I'm just happy something's happening at this point. Like,
well, yeah, it's another arc coming up.
Finally an arc, because the first one was like there wasn't really an arc. It was just
no, it was fluff. I mean, Tommy, like this is what happened with Drive. Like it was just like a constant backwards and forwards for a while. Then after that, everything changed as soon as Kamen Rider Chaser just came into the.
Oh yeah, Kamen Rider Chaser. Then like even
then after they did story arcs after that. So they did like his redemption arc. Then after that, they did about Shinosuke's dad. Then after that, they went on to something else and something else. So they did chunks after that, which made the second half of Drive good. So I'm thinking Zenkaiger is probably doing the same thing. Like they might end up doing something a little bit better in the second half of the season, which was okay. That's fine. If they consistently do like this type of story stuff, then it should be fine. I think fine. I can possibly forgive them if they decide to turn things around for the first half. But you could skip like maybe more than half the first half, and then just watch the main parts to know what's going on. Yeah. So, also, since Saber's not is gone now, there's no ending dance for both seasons now.
That's kind of weird. That's kind of awkward.
I know, because I don't know. What do you think about Zenkaiger's supposedly like ending theme song? I like the song.
What's the ending theme? Is it Chain Zenkaiger?
Yeah.
By the Tokuja guy?
Yeah. What did you
it's
think
good?
about that?
I like it.
I liked it. Like I kind of wish they like okay, Saber's done. Let's do.
But it doesn't feel like an ending thing. It feels like an insert.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't feel like an ending thing.
Well,
it's still kind of weird though that Zenkaiger doesn't have an ending.
I know, because they like the type of season that they would have a funny, cool dance, but they just made it on the intro.
I mean, they made a dance for the opening.
Yeah. Anything else for Zenkaiger? I think. Yeah, Vice farted. Exactly.
Vice farted. Yes.
We're gonna talk about Revice. That's
yeah. We gotta talk about Revice and Saber. We'll probably talk about it.
I haven't even made a banner yet for Revice. Damn. What the heck? What else?
The Car Ranger gear. They used the Car Ranger gear.
Oh yeah, was that accurate?
Yeah, because the Yellow Ranger in Car Ranger, Natsuki, she was the mechanic, and like each of the Car Rangers was like had a role in the garage that they have. Like they're all. Like the Green Ranger, he was like a business guy. Blue Ranger was like he ran like the tests for the cars.
Yeah.
And then Yellow Ranger was a mechanic. Pink Ranger, I think she's a secretary. And then Red Racer, Kyosuke was like the racer. So yeah, it was
accurate. Okay,
yeah.
So
that's why that's why the only Gowon was used Car Ranger's power because it's the only one that.
Oh yeah, I mean, he makes sense that Gowon can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
What else? What other gears did they use? I'm trying to remember.
They used Ranger gear in the time travel episode.
Oh yeah, they did.
They did the whole thing.
Like, obvious.
Yeah, because Shuriko Laurel is a Ranger.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That was really obvious, like that they fully hard out gave like
the special attack.
Yeah, it was like very obvious. But it was a pretty nice thing. Like it looks like they were trying to suss out like, oh, potentially it could be adapted, very adaptable into a season if Toei. Yeah. What else? That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, basically stuff is happening. I'm just waiting to see what's gonna go happen next. I'm excited to see how this unfolds with Kaito's mom, and with Kaito and Socks trying to find her, basically, like going on a quest, which I'm assuming it's about. And I think maybe that's how they get the new mecha. Maybe that'll be interesting.
Oh yeah, apparently it's a big mecha.
Yeah, eagle that combines all the four, which I'll believe it when I see it.
Oh god!
And I'll just wait till next year where no one gives a fuck about it, and I'll just buy it cheap. So
I mean, it's not. It's like very. I like how Zenkaiger treats the mecha. It's so far it's only been the two, and then you have Tukaiyo. Then after you have Zenkaiger, which is like four releases. And then the fifth release, which is very simple, you're done with the whole season, which is
it's very weird toy line for an anniversary. No auxiliaries.
It's pretty lackluster to even like a standard year.
Yeah, even Kira Major had a little bit more, I think, but the same amount.
Oh, by the way, the Vice stamps, there's no SG or Gashapon release.
Really?
Yep.
So what are you doing for that?
Nothing.
Really?
Well, yeah, because I don't see anything. Yeah, there's no gimmick related.
I mean, that is pretty big to like put in the Gashapon. I think.
But I feel like they could do in pieces, like a Lockseed, Gashat.
Yeah, but Lockseed was a little bit smaller than that, I think.
Yeah, it is smaller, but like I'm surprised.
There's no way that little thing's gonna fit in a little Gashapon.
But it's just funny that like they're not doing like Ryder's not doing Gashapon.
Yes, but Sentai's doing Gashapon, and
yeah. So Sentai, so I think like
what's going on? It's so weird.
I feel like the shift is they're making Sentai do Gashapon stuff, and then keep Ryder in the DX, and then I feel like they're gonna do that, and
that's so weird because I think the new set for Zenkaiger, the Dark Years, are Gashapon and Candy Toy exclusives for P Bandai, which makes no sense since it's P Bandai.
Yeah.
Like, why does it have to be Candy Toy in?
I don't know. I think it's just the quality of the plastic that they try to be cost effective. That's why.
It just seems weird to me. Like,
I know.
Just make it a DX release or something. Just call it DX.
What? Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. But also, I mean, if you look at the toy catalog for September, October, November, December.
Yeah, it's pretty light, right?
It's very Ryder's light. Ryder is really light. Like,
I mean, Sentai too, right?
Yeah, Sentai is absolutely. There's barely anything.
I mean, not until like P Bandai stuff comes out at the end of the year,
which is fair. Like whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like for Ryder, like 10 Vice stamps. But because like the fact that
aren't they coming out each week though? Right?
No, one every 2 weeks.
One every 2 weeks. Wow. Okay.
Only one stamp, and the fact that they're not putting in like 22 riders. They only did 10. Like, you know, usually like if they want to go full blown anniversary, they do every single Heisei rider.
I think in the show they'll explain why each rider
was chosen.
Yeah,
maybe. I feel like which is I appreciate that. But I'm just like, wow, they made a move like they try to lessen the rider selling. Only because Ultraman did better, that's why, last year.
Which deserved. Well deserved.
Well deserved, because Z was really good.
Yeah, and Z defeated the one anime, the Demon Slayer
Yeah, because the Demon Slayer toys are crap.
No, it won like the best like sci-fi show apparently.
Oh, did it now?
Yeah, it defeated Demon Slayer, which is kind of crazy.
But Demon Slayer was released in 2019.
I don't know how it works, but like,
okay.
They won a really big award apparently.
Yeah,
it's super popular.
It's just yeah. So let's move on to. We're gonna move on to Revice.
Yeah, Revice, I guess.
All right. Oh, look at that! I got a banner for Revice. Okay. All right, Revice.
Yeah, the Senyun Award. Senyun Award.
Okay, what is it?
It was the best science fiction work.
Oh, and Ultraman won?
Yeah, Z won last year.
Okay, who came second? Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I think.
Oh wow. Okay. Revice. Okay. Do you want to put your opinion about the theme song? Do you want to play the theme song?
I don't even have it downloaded.
You already have it downloaded?
No, I don't even have it downloaded.
Oh, you don't have it downloaded? Okay.
Do you have it?
No, I just open up the YouTube link and just play. It's on the AVX.
Wait, not sci-fi show, but like, it's like, how do I explain this? It's like a Senyun Award. It's like best science fiction works. I'll send it in chat. Go to Discord.
Oh, the opening for Revice.
Alright, I'll play it. Oh, my phone's inside. I don't want to grab it. I can't do it.
Just play on your PC. What is everybody's opinion about the theme song? So what do you guys think? What do you think? Tommy, you had a first impression.
Yeah, my first impression was like, this is fucking garbage troll.
Yeah.
And then like I started to listen to it more and more. I'm like, I'm kind of liking it, but like, I think I kind of agree with Megadon.
I don't like it, to be honest. Sounds like a K-pop song. Yeah.
Like it's growing on me, but like, would I put this in my top 5? Probably not.
It was it reminded me of because it
reminds me of BTS.
It reminds me of something that JYP would produce, so like GOT7 or like what's the latest one? Stray Kids, like they make that type of music. Even like SM Entertainment tend to do like stuff like this as well. It's very it gives off the K-pop vibe too. For a writer series, I don't know. It doesn't hype me. I mean, I don't know if I feel like I'm pumped. Like when you play that, it gets me pumped to the show. It depends how they structure the actual opening. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. It also depends like when they're actually gonna place the opening. Like I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's very. I don't identify as very Japanese per se. It looks very poppy, very K-poppy actually. Yeah. Okay. That's enough about the opening. We'll see when the actual opening comes out tomorrow. What do you think about the first episode overall?
First episode, I think that's pretty good premiere.
Mm.
I think it's pretty straightforward, which I liked.
It answered a lot of the questions straight away. Like from George's perspective, like he's just said like, "Oh, we're combining like animal DNA to something like to these stamps,
Yeah,
right?"
like I think that's how it works.
And then
Like his
he was
dad.
like, he said his dad was a fan of Kamen Rider, so that's why he liked Kamen Rider as well. Did he say that? I could have.
I don't think he said that, role.
Really?
No.
I could have sworn he said something about Kamen Rider. I'm gonna look at the episode.
I think he just said something about like, um, he liked Kamen Rider or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think it was pretty cool to see the concept of using a devil while using the power of the devil while using your own demons as a source to fight
which is a very common thing that they do in a lot of anime. Like you use the evil against the evil, which is they did that for Blue Exorcist. They're gonna do that for they're doing that for Jujutsu Kaisen, and also they're doing it for the upcoming anime Chainsaw Man. So they're using like demons, devils against like the actual devils themselves as well.
And then one interesting thing that I watched from Taka, his perspective was like his video on the episode was like, oh, he made a really good, interesting point with like, oh, so Iki had Vice as his own demons, but the first person that like Vice wanted to like kill was like his mom basically, right? And so maybe Iki has like these demons inside of him against like grudges or something against his parents or like family, since he's not able to live up his dreams or something. Because he in the episode,
wait, what did you say? Like he has a grudge against his parents?
Yeah, he might have grudges because of demons. Demon.
Yeah.
Because he has his inner demons in a sense, like and Vice is like a representation.
I mean, he's trying to cover up. He's trying to cover up his own desires.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what he wants to do.
Because like I think he wants to be like a
soccer player.
Soccer player. I'll be right back real quick.
Yeah. So he's more like into, I don't know, would you say like he's more into helping out? He's into help, so he prioritizes helping out his family over his own career, and that he might have like a slight resentment due to that.
Yeah,
covering
so it's pretty
it with
interesting.
A smile. I mean, I wish they kind of explore that. That would be actually pretty cool.
So like if that actually kind of true, like that's kind of interesting. Like using his own like his like negative feelings in a sense, and it's like using it for good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro?
Yeah.
So it's like an interesting concept, like kind of like the original Kamen Rider, because like he was made like how, like I wouldn't watch the episode, but like it's using.
But you know the gist of it, yeah.
Yeah, but he's like basically how he's like he's been like a bad thing from Shocker, but uses that bad like aspect
into something good. They recycle good. Basically.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's basically like Chase. Well, he was good, then turned evil, then good again. So recycled, then recycled back. So that's pretty cool. It's kind of like Center. Like he was destined to, like his rider sister was supposed to be for evil, but
Yeah, so it's very interesting. It's calling back to like the original Kamen Rider. How like I
mean,
using your like a experiment for something bad, and then now you're doing it for good. So
it'd be funny though if they made out this season to turn out to be a better anniversary season than Geo.
I mean, it's starting out really interesting. Everything makes sense.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Iki. Okay,
Like
what do you think about him?
I like him a lot. I think I like him a lot more than I hate to say it, Toma, but like, I mean, he's pretty good so far. I think there's something
He seems
within him.
realistic to me. I feel like he's a real like.
He's a very like he's basically the head of the house since the dad's kind of useless.
Yeah,
he's like doing
the dad's kind of. See, like I don't know. The dad kids give me a vibe that like he's quite incompetent and like he's kind of like a lost.
Yeah, he doesn't take on responsibilities like a dad usually would do.
Yeah, and then the mom's like really working hard, so Iki's kind of like
to
help out, and then he supports his brothers and sisters' dreams.
Yeah, not himself. He's putting him ahead of everybody else.
Yeah,
which makes sense because like I find that kind of relatable in the sense since like he has to be the one to be the head, or else no one. He has to be responsible for his family.
It was kind of like a Mike situation where
Mike,
like
from Samurai,
like from Lost Galaxy.
Galaxy.
Like he was supposed to be the Red Ranger, but then something happened. And
okay, I guess I'll give you that one. I was about to do a reach, but
so like the brother was supposed to be like the actual Revice.
Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. That makes sense.
Yeah, so he was supposed to be but like something happened, and after that he took over.
And then another thing that's cool that like I like how at the end. I like how at the end of the episode, Iki doesn't want to become a writer.
Oh, that I like.
Because that's a new. I think that's a thing they haven't done in a while.
First of all, they have a writer who has both parents,
and then also, the writer has both parents, and they brought back like the trope where like there's like in Fies, where like some drivers are like evil, and like some bad shit happens if you use it. There's like a. There's like a. What is it like? Fuck! It's like a. There's a consequence if you become a Kamen Rider, which that's something realistic. I would say, like using the Revice driver,
and like wait, what did you say?
Like, because like in the episode, like some people that tried that one guy who used the Revice driver,
he saw the consequence, like press the stamp and all that stuff, and he
had like another monster pop up, and then the brother was hesitating.
The Wreck-Some dead man,
the brother was hesitating, which
but he also still faced the consequence of actually making Vice become like physical form, but Vice couldn't control his urges from eating human.
Eating his mom, which I found
so he's like he already faced the consequence already of using the actual driver itself. But it's a different aspect. Like Vice wants to eat his mom, which is like that's kind of like that's
pretty dark.
Like pretty dark, and
I mean it's pretty dark writing. I'm not gonna lie, compared to like other writers we've had since. Gosh, what's another? I can't think of any.
No,
my head. It's been a while though.
The only dark thing I could think of is Build,
or Gaim, right?
Or like, Gaim and Build.
There was consequences of Koda. Like becoming Guy, I think.
Yeah,
a lot of bad things happened to him. Like he killed.
He realized that he killed. Yeah, he didn't realize till later episode that he killed his friend. Yeah,
but also he had to accept the fate of being a writer.
Yeah,
I like the concept of respect.
Like if Revice turns out to be like a Build, I'd be happy. Or
was it Vice? I mean, he's kind of annoying this episode, but he's not as annoying in the Saber special thing.
You know what, Megadong? Yeah, what are the specs on that PC that holding that the Revice driver? It's pretty sick though. That's a pretty good PC display. Like, I would if anybody's willing to spend the money to actually get that exact box. I searched it up. It costs like $300 to actually
just
get
the case, PC. Right?
Yeah. Because it has like what the lights and stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
But it looks so sick. Like it looks so sick. Like imagine you display that.
CSM should do that.
Gosh, that's so expensive. What do you think of like the brother? Okay, so he hesitated. He hesitated because he saw Why did he hesitate again?
Wait, the brother?
Yeah, why did he? Because he saw the other guy turn
Yeah,
summon a demon.
yeah, because he summoned a demon. He didn't want the same thing happen to him,
Okay.
which like people thought he was gonna be Revice, and they chose him.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool. That like, I'm assuming he's gonna become a writer. He's gonna overcome those challenges.
I feel like he
and accept
right
his
now,
demons and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like his hesitation is gonna be like the main plot point for him, to the point where like, oh, how could my brother become a writer so easily, and he never hesitated to help people, but I did, and I'm in this I'm in Phoenix myself. Like, I'm in Phoenix, I'm there to protect, yet my brother does it instead of me. You know, so he might have that like, oh my god, I'm such a failure, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like eventually he'll become a writer himself. I don't know, like I don't know if it's the same like driver itself or a different driver. I do hope it's the same driver, so you don't have to spend too much money. I don't know. I just see that he could use the same driver and just use another Vice stamp, which is pretty simple. How about George? What do you think of George?
What happened?
What do you think of George?
Sorry, I fucking froze for a bit. George, I mean, he's cool. He seemed excited.
Yeah. We got a lot of eccentric characters. Like, George is quite out there. The Deadman. What do you think about Deadman? What do you think about Christina Aguilera?
Christina Aguilera. I mean,
her name's Aguilera.
I mean, right? I'm assuming Megadog's like already loving her, the Aguilera. I mean, it's cool that like, I mean, I find it really interesting that they established like the person that the Deadmans are worshiping.
Yeah.
In a sense, bro, she's bad as fuck. Yeah, she probably is. Yeah, she's pretty bad.
There's, you know what's funny? Oh god, come on, Nightbot.
Dude, you gotta put Lightbot on the leash. Sheesh,
I know. So, okay. There was already like teasers out there that we get to know more about the Deadman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like how they end up becoming what they are, like their deaths.
Yeah, because like apparently Christina Aguilera is married to the main bad guy, I think.
Oh, is he? Okay.
She said in the episode or something. Like, I'm
and engaged. Also, like, I want to know about the other two. Like, the guy in the sombrero, he's quite like a Zuos type of craziness, you know? He's a little bit more crazier than Kazuo's. I have a feeling he's more psychopathic. Like, I feel like he was probably already a criminal already, and then he died and became more worse, like a Carnage situation. It gives me that vibe. Because you know how like people who like not all good people who turn evil. There's also like villains can turn even to worse than what they are. So, yeah. Oh, Megadong's asking, how do I get into raves? And also, Megadong said earlier that speech that was sus. He was hella changed. He hella changed and it was like, fuck those Deadmans. Yeah. He was talking about George. I think he was giving the speech. He reminds me of Zamigo face-wise. Oh yeah. Except Zamigo was like more than half the season was gone from Lupa. That's such a shame. What do you think about like the transformation sequence with Vice and Revice? What do you think about Vice as well? What do you think about it?
I mean, as I mentioned before, Vice was okay. I mean, he's not as annoying as in Saber, but like he could be kind of. I could see him getting kind of annoying, but hopefully he gets kind of not as annoying.
He's just like quite in your face, isn't he? Like
yes,
constantly breaking the fourth wall, and I'm like,
he doesn't shut up. Like
yeah, and like, I feel like that's the actor too. Like he never shuts up. Like during the live show, he never shut up. Like if someone was talking,
up, and then, like Smosh, shut up.
Yeah, like like when an actor was talking in the live show, he was talking on top of them. I'm like, dude, it's not your turn to talk. So I'm just like, oh gosh, the character matches him. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know how I feel about Vice. He seems okay to me.
He's not terrible. He's not terrible.
But I feel like he's trying to outshine. Like I don't know the show itself. Like I think they're trying to sell that like Vice is like the top like priority over Iki. I don't know why, but I'm just getting that vibe, and I don't want that to happen. I want Iki to actually shine as the main writer. But like the actor of Vice, like he's in the theme song, and then he's constantly having a lot of lines and a lot of jokes and gags in the show itself. It's just like it's bloody overkill. You know, like I feel like he's trying to outshine Iki. Like I want to learn. I want to know about Iki rather than him. Like I feel like he should be more like the Kikainoid Zenkaigers, you know? He should be more like in the
But they're not gonna do that, Roland. He's
yeah,
gonna be
I
like
know. That's why it's called
Momotaro's.
Kamen Rider Revice. But then again, what's the point of Zenkaigers then? Like if they're not gonna be acting like, you know, in the main what they are. But it's just I don't know. I don't want him to outshine Iki. That's no, that's not right.
No, but Iki's pretty good character. He's not that like he's probably the most normal
yeah, he's good.
character
But the thing is, like
we've
they
gotten.
gave a lot of like
Aruto.
shine.
I feel was kind of over the top a little bit to his comedic sense, but I feel like Iki is probably the most realistic.
Yeah, he doesn't make jokes.
Down to earth.
Yeah. But I just hope he doesn't say that, oh, I'm going to save everybody from the Deadmans and, like, everybody's going to have achieved their own dreams. Like, I'm going to achieve my own. Like, I don't want that to happen.
Wow, Rolling just predicted the last episode. Thanks.
Well, like, nah, I just hopefully, like, I want, oh, you know what? I don't mind sibling rivalry, too. Like, with him and his brother. His brother can get jealous. Like a Michi type of situation. He gets a little bit not evil like Michi. Like the brother has his own power system and he's like, okay, bro, I don't need your support. I don't want you to be out there for me. I can handle it being a writer. I don't need your help. Like I don't mind that. But he doesn't necessarily have to be evil. Like they just have rivalry between each other. Which is I don't know how it works for Kamen Rider Ichigo and Nigo. Like were they like rivals or they always been working together since the beginning?
No, they in the original they worked together because was it Ichigo? I don't know how it worked in the show, but in real life, was it the actor got injured or something? And they had to hire a new guy to step in for a little bit. And he comes back and they work together.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But then in the movie, they're like rivals. And there's like a new movie.
Oh, were they? Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't mind it to have a rivalry. Then after they team up, that's pretty cool. And yeah, I can only see those him and George being the next writers. I can't see anybody else doing it.
Apparently, the mom, the girl, the sister is gonna be the writer.
Oh, the sister. Okay, yeah. But also when they become a writer, are they gonna use devils themselves, or are they going to?
Right? I think they will. I wouldn't say.
Or do you think they're not going to use like the devil system at all? Like they're going to use a totally different writer. Like, you know how it's like in Kiva, they have a different system. It's a different system, right? Two different systems. Yeah. So they might do a Kiva situation, like, oh, he becomes a writer without actually using a devil. That could happen.
Maybe.
I really enjoy it. I mean, I enjoyed the first episode. I'm kind of, you know how we all are, just gotta be careful with like what we wish for, and that's the thing. But yeah, what else? What else is there to address? I like the fight scenes that they did with Vice and Revi and Vice. The fight scenes were pretty good. The camera angles were pretty good. The effects were pretty good. What else? I like the choreography. I like the use of the drones. That was pretty cool.
What happened?
The fight scenes. What do you think about the fight scenes? They were pretty good with the.
Yeah, they're pretty cool,
bird.
except for the T-Rex feet. That was fucking weird.
It was kind of gross looking.
Yeah.
It was kind of like gooey looking. What else? And then Iki gave the driver back. He doesn't want to become a rider. That's just cool. And yeah, what else? That's it. That's it for Revice.
Yeah, not really. I mean, it was pretty good premiere. I wasn't expecting to be pretty good. The Sabers last year was pretty rushed.
Oh man, I just hope it's gonna be like one of the seasons that takes us by all surprise. Like we all end up liking it. Like
yeah, that'll be cool.
Come on, just do the build. Just do another build. Another build. We just like 5 years apart. That's fine.
Look, I like the concepts that you're trying to do right now, but it depends on the execution.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm down for more devils. I don't mind if the brother has a devil, but it's more like a serious devil, like compared to Vice. Yeah. Oh, Megadong's asking, how do you feel about Vice doing fourth wall breaks?
Not necessary, to be honest.
It doesn't need to be there. I get that he's trying to be like
Funny.
like it's supposed to be funny and stuff, but they can do so like very sparingly if they want to. But if that's they don't need to do it because I enjoy like without him doing that. It doesn't need to be there. Yeah. Yeah. But what do you think, Megadong? Tell me your opinion. What do you think? Because I'm curious, like, what you guys think about like Vice and stuff as well. Yeah. What else? That's pretty much it. I'm looking forward to the next episode. Oh, what do you think about the Megalodon form?
Looks okay.
Looks pretty. I mean, they try to pay.
You mean the
homage
double
to
one? Because that's next week.
Nah, Decade.
I thought next week was double.
Did they do Decade? Oh,
No,
they did
they
Decade
didn't.
last week.
No, they didn't do it at all.
No, Decade's one. Megalodon.
Yeah,
They did it
Megalodon.
in
They did. No, they didn't.
No, the week before. I mean, the one with Saber.
No, they did not do it at all.
They did.
They did?
Yeah, they did.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. It was already in action. Yeah. Yeah, they already did it.
Saber. I want to be Captain.
Check it.
Revice. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I'm
It was
tripping.
Yeah.
I'm Captain.
It's pretty cool. I think it's funny, but a bit too much when paired with his other quirks. I like that Iki looks as if he's talking to Noah and Vice is doing the same. Yeah, that's true. I like the I mean, like Iki is like he's quite wholesome. He's quite would you say naive? No.
Who?
He's like a down to earth, wholesome character.
Yeah, he just wants to get shit done.
Yeah, and like, you know, something like this, like out of the ordinary is disrupting him. That's why he acts upon like he reacts to it because like it's beyond his normal. So that's why he returned the driver to show that he doesn't want to get involved into something like that's gonna keep. He's sensing that this something is gonna change his life, and he doesn't want to ruin that routine. That's what I'm thinking. That's why he doesn't want to become a writer. He wants to dedicate himself to the family and not actually, you know, disrupt it. Like something like this will disrupt it for sure, and it looks like it's gonna happen. So I don't know what's gonna make him change his mind to become, you know, Revice for the rest of the season. But I have something to do with probably they probably explain to you, "Oh, do this for your family," and he probably say, "Yes, okay, I'll do it for my family." Something like that.
It's kind of like reminds me a lot like Edgy from O's.
Yeah, because he was just like a simple homeless guy, right?
Yeah, simple homeless guy that put others before himself, basically.
Yeah,
Which I like Edgy.
and he was working with Ankh, which is what?
No, it's like the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but I like Ankh. I like how he's like a tsundere type of badass. Yeah.
Man, I miss O's.
Yeah, I do miss O's too. Yeah.
Okay, so now I guess Saber. Since
let's
pretty
call.
good.
Yeah, Revice is good. Raymond, I saw
Raymond,
you.
are you here?
Are you here, Raymond?
Hello.
Oh shit,
Raymond's
you here?
here. Raymond's here.
Wait,
I've been
Raymond, have
waiting.
you watched
His
Revice?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's probably gonna watch it like when it's finished or something.
I don't know. When my loop comes around.
All right, let's go to.
I don't have my phone.
Bring out your phone.
It's in the. I'm too lazy to do it.
All right, final wrap up time.
All right, let's go.
Play the song, Roland.
Huh?
Play the song.
Oh wait, okay, hold on.
For one last time.
Well, one last time. Okay. Let me change the audio. Hold on. Wait. Where is it? Let me turn it on. Okay. Can you hear?
No, I can't hear it.
Okay. All right, we're gonna play it now. Ready?
Last time. Say in your hand and write it down. Worst in this world.
Right.
Wait, what happened to the soundbite?
Save it down.
Didn't you have a soundbite for that?
That was the sound bite.
Oh.
That was the one.
Okay.
All right.
Oh man, that's the last time I'll say that.
Let's talk about.
All right. So, how do you want to structure this? Do you want to go?
Do you
want to talk about the last episodes first? Because we didn't talk about those.
Yeah, let's briefly talk about it, and after that,
then we'll recap the whole thing.
Tommy, should we go back to our roots and we break it down what I'm
thinking is we do story, characters, and then
like old RRR.
Yeah, we did what we did before. What we know what we did before. Tommy.
Yeah, like the old RRR.
Yeah.
Okay. We can talk about final episode, and then we'll jump into story.
Okay, let's go.
All right, final episode was a mess.
Which final episode? There are two. 46 or
46.
Are we talking about 46 or the special?
No, it was 47.
Oh, 47 and 40.
Sorry, 47 or the special?
I'm starting to remember this episode. It's been a while.
Well, let's skip the special because there's nothing really do. Actually, except for the Rentaro May stuff,
May and then the new sort of logos and
which I guess that's the best way Rentaro should have done it, but I feel like it's kind of weird that he waited a year to ask her about that type of stuff.
Yeah,
since the whole crossover takes place after a year, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he didn't know how to ask her out, which is fine. But I'm glad they're together.
He calls everyone Homo sapiens.
Yeah, Homo sapiens. I mean, he doesn't know how to ask a girl out, which is fine.
Homo sapiens.
He never had experienced it,
Yeah. Anyways,
finally found one.
Final episode was a mess. So so Tomo went falling off the thing, and then he got saved by the kid, and then turned into primitive dragon for some reason.
Yeah, the primitive dragon's like, oh yeah, you made me good again. Now I save you.
Yeah, well, whatever. I got past it. I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
And then the final form book, which I'm still mad at. I'm really mad at.
It's called Almighty, man.
Yeah.
No, can't wait for the liveDevil form next year for Revice.
That was actually the worst. That was actually worse than
I mean, I get the concept behind
well.
it with like recounting the stories that Saber, past events. It's cool. It's a neat concept, but like,
but they should have gave him a little different of a color scheme, like gold and red. Like,
yeah,
add a bit more gold.
I like the concept though, but I understand what you guys are saying.
I don't like the concept of a final of a book using the final episode as the quote unquote final form.
I think that form is supposed to encapsulate
the whole show. I
swords.
Think. Yeah, the whole show.
Yeah.
The whole show.
Because his what's his other form again? The blue one.
Primitive.
No. His original final form. What's that final form?
Cross Saber.
Cross Saber.
So Cross Saber's power up is all the swords only. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in this case, encapsulates everything, which is like, okay, if you're gonna do that, why couldn't you change the suit up a little bit to represent that? Which he should be more like a golden armor. That's what I'm saying, like golden red.
Oh yeah, and then I just remember.
I just don't like the concept in general. Like, I would have been totally fine if he just used Brave Dragon with Rekka.
Yeah. Like, what did you say, Tommy?
I just remembered that book was like from Luna. She just turned into that book out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? The book looks so weird, like the little tail at the end. You know how it's supposed to be like the elementals, like supposed to cover. It just looks so odd, like at the end of the book, like
that tip, because that tip was
so ugly.
That tip was supposed to cover.
It was supposed to cover primitive, and turn into elemental, but it was so ugly. It doesn't look good.
No,
it looks like an appendage.
Well, Final fight. There was a bunch of CGI stuff. It was okay. And then the world died. But then
that was so random.
It was basically Thanos.
Yeah, that's how the show should have been, like that. Like a black screen. But it was. What, go, Raymond?
I expected this happy ending, but I'm still not happy how it turned out.
I'm still not happy.
You know, it's funny. Like, he didn't turn out to be like Kota, that's for sure.
I liked how. Oh yeah, he didn't. I liked how. Speaking of the black screen, there were some people on Twitter. I think Japanese Twitter. They were like posting, "Hey, I made it inside the episode."
Ew.
Like I like because they showed like a bunch of people.
I'll tell you the truth. I found that really cringe. I was like, "What the hell am I watching? Am I watching a commercial?"
Because they a bunch of kids and like people, I guess.
Oh,
and,
the
like,
memory scene.
Yeah, the memory scene. There was people on Twitter.
I didn't
posting. Like I was on the episode. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
I found it a little bit cringe. I'm so sorry. I just found it. It was not. I mean, it's cute and stuff, but I don't know. I didn't like it. Yeah.
I think I'm the only person that kind of liked this ending. It was kind of okay. I guess.
I mean, it fits Saber. But
it does fit Saber. Yes, that's very correct.
Yeah, it was. I mean, based on Saber's very superficial, fake positivity.
Yes.
Sure, why not? Give this ending. Give this ending to him.
I honestly thought it would end like Gun, but
give everyone everything they want. Even Yuri came back, which.
Yuri's alive again.
And then Sophia came back too.
Yeah, she's alive. And then how about what about the Megiddo? They end up being purified in their.
Oh yeah, in that Wonder World, which in that Wonder World does not make sense. So
and
basically, Toma was kept locked up there for a year, basically finishing that story, and then like they're like, "Oh, you can go now." I'm like, "What?" But don't they need a guardian? But they're like, oh, we don't need one. You can
I
just go
mean,
see your
isn't Toba
friends.
known
Like,
to submit his work late? He's known for that, right? In the beginning, like May
so
keeps
like
hassling him.
that part did not make sense to me. So he just he just had a year to make that book, and they're like, oh, you can go now. Like, I think your work's done. I'm like, what? What the fuck? That was
It's
weird.
yeah, the fact that it makes sense, but it's stupid that it makes sense. Like,
It's just kind of weird. Like, a year? Really? Like, him just trapped in that one world by himself?
yeah, and also
I mean,
like
he seemed pretty happy about it. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's kind of sad, man. You're like, the whole world just literally disappeared right in front of you.
yeah, and then when he rewrote the world and stuff,
Yeah.
like, everybody became like they did the reverse blip. Then after that, all the phone calls went off. I'm like, yay, that's Thanos, reverse Thanos. Everybody's alive again.
Yeah.
They did a Tony Stark, and then yeah, that's it. Everybody's alive.
Anyway, that's the final episode.
Oh, yeah, and then also I guess this takes place in 01's world because the new year.
Oh yeah.
I just saw that as, hey, let's just throw it in because.
Wait, but didn't Saber happen in Grimes World too? So they left Grimes World, and after they went to
Dude,
Saber
I don't
World?
know, man. So
Because
confusing.
Oren and Juju Ichi was in Saber's world in that episode.
Again, I count it as, hey, they're just there.
Just there.
And now Revice and Saber share a world. What is that?
I don't know, man.
That's,
Because Revice is supposed to be fictional. Like that Kamen Rider doesn't exist in Revice.
Roland, please, my brain.
Here's the thing.
Stop.
Hey, that's what they said. I'm just telling you.
Stop
Don't shoot
these
the messenger.
timelines.
Here's the thing. They've been doing this since Wizard, the final episode, previewing the.
Yeah, but it
Yes,
makes
right.
sense. But like then they just retconned it for no reason.
So.
Okay.
And then May game. I think I like May's speech. That was probably the best thing.
Yeah, I
he
guess
did in the show.
Yes.
It was a good speech. I like good speeches, all right? It gets me pumped up.
Raymond, just so you know,
That was a good
Tommy
speech.
loves TED Talks. Okay,
I love TED Talks.
Here and there. Whenever
I think
school gives me an assignment.
Yeah, I just think that the Toei needs to let go of this world thing. So you got Build who destroyed a world, and I don't know.
You have Zenkaiger who has a bunch of worlds.
And then you have Geo. Like, what happened? There was a new world as well. I don't know how that happened. Then now this one is like bring half the world back. I don't know. Jeez Louise, what's all these world stuff? Like, enough with the world.
And then, so does that mean 01 and Naruto and them were disappeared? So it doesn't make sense to me. If they're in the same world.
Is it Humagears?
It was a fine finale. I mean, it
Saber, but because I don't like Saber, I don't like the finale.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. It wasn't amazing. Yeah. I thought it was. I'm just glad Rintaro and May got together.
Are they together?
Yeah, I guess she's wearing her blue, like, stuff. She's wearing blue dress.
Oh, I
would assume so.
But that blue could have been for Ryoko.
Oh, God, come on, bro. She literally walked into the store with Rentaro. Don't do this to me.
Yeah.
She would spell it Ryoko.
I liked her dynamic. It was pretty good. It was like one decent thing, Alice Saber.
The most believable couple, to be honest, was Toma and Kento. They're more believable.
I thought you were gonna say a really bad thing between the siblings, but thankfully.
Oh no! Please, God no! I don't want no.
Oh my God!
We're definitely gonna talk about the siblings later, but okay, that's enough for the finale. Okay, let's talk about the show itself.
All right, let's talk.
What do you guys think about the story?
The story. All right. Story was a hot mess. Yeah, it was a hot mess. So I personally didn't think Saber started very good because I feel like the beginning of the show it felt so hollow and very rushed. And I think the main reason why I feel like it felt that way is just because of the toys, and and I feel and Saber did the toys like the worst out of like any Rider series, just because they were introducing a new character and a new like auxiliary Wonder Ride book, at the same time. Like every episode is like that, and I feel like we got little time to, explore the characters and stuff, and I just thought it was just really rushed, and I just couldn't get invested in the beginning. And yeah, um, I think
Cody, we're talking about Saber overall right now.
Yeah, we missed out the I don't know if you were here for the Revice stuff, but it's
yeah,
alright Saber.
Revice.
For me, I thought I
What do you think
was like one of the few people that liked the beginning, and
I
then I kind of liked it.
Why'd you like it? I'm trying to remember now.
I thought it was kind of like straightforward in a sense, because like remember the beginning is like they were talking about King Arthur. Up to King Arthur.
Yeah, I remember
King Arthur
that.
was barely relevant.
Yeah, I liked it personally.
I remember that. I remember
that was cool. That was like interesting concept. I thought they might explore like.
This is where you and me were speculating a lot, like how it might end up being good, but it didn't end up that way. So
yeah, it didn't end up that way. It was like a one-time thing.
The giant CGI thing, like I feel like they don't need a story nowadays, just because.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not like, I don't know. Maybe what's a good example? Maybe the Double Machine, or like
the Revelgary, right?
Yeah, the Double Machine, or like the Power Dizer, where like they were constantly used throughout the show.
Yeah.
Nowadays, Time Machines were still used consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just didn't enjoy the beginning just because of how everything was rushed and stuff.
I liked the up to King Arthur, and then afterwards I didn't really like it.
What happened after that? It was
the reveal of Caliber. I thought was pretty good in terms of it wasn't the father. It was,
it's the previous Saber. That was interesting.
I mean, it was the father at one point, but because they kind of did the twist of like the father was Caliber, and then the original Saber went to Caliber.
How many episodes was a Caliber thing? It was like quite a long time. It was like
up to like 15.
Yeah, around 15.
Yeah, something like around that.
15 was when
15, 12 or something.
Because Kento apparently died in 11.
Yeah, Kento died. I was the few. I'm gonna be honest. I was the few people that, like, I know there was a lot of like Kento fans in the beginning. I wasn't really.
I didn't like Kento either in the beginning. He was
I didn't care for Kento.
He's like all I see of him was the shoulder thing, the neck thing.
All I saw him was just whining to Caliber. Why you betray us? Why you betray us? I mean, there were some cool concepts with the Caliber that led to the second arc, which was the whole, everyone betraying Toma and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
but I feel like that was so mishandled with the whole.
It was so especially when Reika was.
But it's like a rider trope that they use like in 5.
Reika was pretty good at the beginning, and after that, she just went downhill. After that, that's why.
Oh yeah, Reika! I forgot about her. She was in the beginning.
Yeah, she was
like the mysterious character.
Yeah. She was something legit, and after that, like, what happened to her?
Yeah, she became like nothing.
Yeah,
irrelevant basically.
Again, like concepts were there because I like the whole thing. I like in theory there was a good reason why the other riders, turned on Toma, because he's following. Because after the previous Caliber told him about his plans and stuff, like he's basically following the same path that the other Caliber was pursuing. So like, there was a like a good how should I word this? There was a good like reasoning why they could turn, but the execution wasn't there because
Yeah, because
immediately after when
like they literally the episode before they literally just stopped Caliber and they're like, oh, we're gonna be friends forever.
yeah,
And then this episode, and the next episode afterwards, they're like, "Oh, you betrayed us, Toma." I'm like, Toma didn't do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, there's no evidence at all. It's just rumors.
And
Yeah.
the fact
Like
that
they didn't even ask him straight up, like, "Oh, Toma, are you really doing these things?"
the fact that I'm
You're
really
so
disappointed
convinced
at
that
is
Toma's a bad
Slash
guy.
and what you call that? What's his name?
Buster.
Buster. Yeah, I'm disappointed at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because literally all they heard, literally their evidence was, oh yes, Reika came and told us, which from our perspective and their perspective, they don't know who the fuck she is
Yeah.
at that point in time.
I think at that point they only know her as like the person from the South, and then at that point we don't know who those people in the South were, so they didn't even know who she is basically.
Yeah.
So just like what the fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. And then as the story went along, I didn't hate it as much as in the middle because it was basically an arc about returning everybody back, returning everyone back to Toma's side, which I thought was handled pretty well with like Slash and Buster. And then Kento came back and becomes Caliber, which again, that's another interesting concept, but I feel like they didn't do much with it. I feel like
he got too emo. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, who Kento?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kento becoming Caliber.
Yeah.
Roll this like. God damn.
I got a headache when I saw that.
I got a headache.
Yeah, no.
I didn't get
Ren
any sleep
was a
for
headache.
this.
Yeah, Ren. Yeah, Ren was a thing.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Wait, are we talking about characters now?
No.
Oh, okay. Like, okay, in terms of like, if you look at the characters and their story progression, like the whole story, we're looking at the overall story, right? So we're focusing on Toma. So essentially, his main goal was to find Luna.
Yeah, Luna was an entire different thing.
Yeah, Luna was the most confusing part of the story, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she was made in Sophia's. Wait, was that the opposite way around?
So I think Sophia was made from Luna or some shit to make it look like Luna because Luna looked like Sophia, but for some reason Luna's a child.
And all of a sudden she's full grown adult at the end.
Yeah. And then she becomes a Wonder Ride book for no reason.
And then she's a dead now she's a spirit. She's dead.
I don't know. Story was rushed.
So are you trying to say that Wonder Ride book is her corpse?
Like, no. Well, I see it as the same way that Nada became the Max Soul Changer.
But did you become a spirit after that?
No.
Because you became a spirit after that Wonder Ride book, so...
She did? I don't remember that. But,
well, she's a spirit in the... What's it, the epilogue episode?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so her body is probably composed with a bunch of powers of books and... I don't know. I'm so confused.
Wait, so are we talking about characters now? Or...
So the overall story... Okay, what do you grade the overall story? What do you give it out of 10?
I give it a 3 because it was bad.
Tommy, what do you give it? The overall story.
I mean, probably give it a 4. Just because I liked the show should have just ended when Rinto defeated Zuos right there.
Yeah, we'll talk about that during the story.
I also give it a 2.
I give it a 4.
I give it a 2.
There's some. I mean, there's some parts of Saber that I enjoyed, like in the beginning, I liked.
Yeah, the caliber
But, like,
makes. Yeah,
that part when they're trying to find King Arthur, that's it.
the
And then,
King
like,
Arthur. The King Arthur makes up my score of 2, and then the rest of it is just like I'm done.
yeah, then I think there was a part I enjoyed. Primitive Dragon, I liked.
Yeah,
but,
I think the middle portion for me
this
was a lot better than the
I
beginning.
think the end game wasn't too bad as I expected.
End game was good in terms of it felt like an end game.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll give it 4 or 5. Yeah, probably a 4.
Okay, you want to
on.
break down the characters now?
Yeah, well, let's break down the characters.
Yeah, Toma.
Let's start
Do you
with
want to start Toma first, or
Yeah, Toma
Yeah,
first.
he's the main guy.
Oh, what do we say about Toma? Well, I mean, I think you guys know what my feelings about Toma. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys feel like Toma progressed a lot? I feel like he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He only progressed when he got
primitive, right?
More power ups, and I feel like that's natural for any rider to get more power ups. I don't feel like he grew as a person. I think
he didn't.
One thing that annoyed me about him was his constant response to everything the same. Like, no matter what situation people throw at him, his answer was always like I decide how the story ends, or I promise you something.
I'll save you, and I will never. I'll prevent that ending to happen to you, or whatever.
Yeah,
we
don't get to see how this character. We don't see him get challenged.
We never see him get challenged, and then we never see him reflect upon his actions. We never get to see him have fear.
I mean, I feel like we've seen a little bit of that, like through Primitive Dragon when he was getting during that arc. I feel like, but that's like only a little bit though.
But he keeps perceiving to pursue this kid. You know, like I don't know. It's just
he can't let go.
He's like he can't let go. He's like, oh, I'm not gonna give up, or like he never ever doubted himself. He had never had doubts, and I'm like, come on, everybody has doubts.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't have a problem with the protagonist, like having these like really idealistic ideologies, but like you also need to balance it for
realism.
Yeah, for realism.
Yeah, struggle and stuff.
Like you want us to relate, right? Like we can't relate to you because we're not going to act like that if that situation were to happen to us. You know, we're not going to be like, oh, I'll rewrite the story, blah blah blah.
I don't know, because like there were moments in the show that it would have been like that, but like then it just gets overturned by like the fact that my sword can save people now. There's no like consequences that Toma faced.
He has a lot of weird powers too. Like throughout the whole season, he's developed like, oh, I have a sixth sense that I can notice that.
Did anybody forget that Toma and Getting had lost memories?
No.
Well, it happened, and I don't know why.
That's right. He lost.
Oh yeah, that part did not need to happen.
It did not need to happen. They did not need to do another amnesia, whatever. And I think
exactly. Megaton, he only changed when the sword glowed up and it fell flat again. That's the best representation of Toma.
And another example that I found was, I think it was when Kento was Caliber, and when he told Toma that like there's two ways of saving the world. You
kill me, please.
Either Toma dies or Kento dies.
Yeah.
And then Kento was about to sacrifice himself to basically save the world, but then Toma I feel like Toma just didn't have the understanding of like, hey, like he
could have prevented from all of that stuff from happening.
Like we could have the information that Kento got from the Sword of Shadow could have made Toma like have a different response other than just the same response.
Mm-hmm.
And it just didn't happen, and it was just frustrating because in some ways, Kento was right at some point. You know, well, at least I thought. But no, we have to double down on the main character. You know, his way
he
is the
was
only
right
way.
at the end, right? The world did end a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
But it came back magically somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just didn't mention that.
I don't know. I feel like there could have been a lot of potential with Tomo.
Yeah, there was a lot of potential.
Because like, he had the whole writing style. He was a writer too. They should have focused more on that a little bit.
I feel like him being a writer, I don't know how I feel about that because it was never really utilized. Like,
yeah, they just brushed upon it.
I feel like what Toma could have been was maybe like a really good reader, and then maybe he could have like read stories about his power-ups, like, and how to obtain them. Like, maybe instead of being a novelist, maybe be a really good reader, because I feel like that could have added to the plot.
He could have been part of Mensa or something like that.
I think a good thing they should have done was like him trying to balance being a writer and a swordsman at the same time.
You know what it should have just been? It should have been just two factions go at war at each other. Simple. Like two kingdoms, they hate each other and then they clash each other's swords and stuff, and that's it. None of this like, oh my gosh, Sartorius used to be a poet. Like cool.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I know exactly. Used to be good.
Next All right, we're done?
We're done with Toma.
Yeah. All right, next
go to Rintaro.
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 I like his personality. It's fun.
I mean, he's very polite.
He is, but like,
he's a fun personality to watch. It's fun.
All
the shenanigans.
Very by the books kind of person. My main problem with him is, like you have, there's an interesting like story around him about his arc of not wanting to side with Toma because because he was basically raised by the Sword of Logos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I get why he didn't want to side with him during that middle arc, but my problem with that is we never really saw the Sword of Logos being actually
evil.
Good.
Oh, good.
No, it was evil from our perspective. The Sword of Logos is evil. Like, we never saw anything remotely close to, hey, the Sword of Logos is for good. And I think that's my problem with Rintaro, because when he was revealing like his backstory and stuff of like, I used to be raised by this and blah blah blah, and they were, they treated me well. Like, you're telling me that, but we don't actually see it because, from our perspective, the Sword of Logos is evil. We don't actually get to see the good side of the Sword of Logos. They didn't disguise themselves.
Yeah.
Good.
The Sword of Logos is a very Swiss cheese type of situation. We're only seeing like different parts of it, but there's a lot of holes in there like we didn't even get to see. Like, so it's very patchy.
Like they just explain stuff and never show it, and then like when they show it, they say, "Oh, you gotta watch like a 15-minute episode or something, 1.5."
Like, I just wanted the North and South to have a war at each other, but no, they didn't do that.
No. And like his rivalry with whatever his name is, Zuos, again, has really no weight to it because we don't really, like, okay, he killed the master, but we don't really get to explore the relationship between the master and Rintaro.
I mean, like bits and pieces, but not a lot.
Yeah, not a lot. So, like,
they should have just done this. They should have.
I personally kind of liked that rivalry, but it wasn't really a rivalry. But it was like more of like a. It felt like it was tacked on.
It should have just been like the three Megiddo should have been the original Sword of Logos writers or whatever.
Or maybe they should have been like the previous Saber and.
Yeah, they should be previous Saber, Blades, and
Espada.
And after that, they got stripped away of their powers because they were doing corrupt things.
Yeah.
Then they give it to somebody else, and then they develop their own monster forms or whatever. And that's why, hence why Legio hates Saber. Then you have Satorius who hates
Not like
Espada.
what?
Then you also
Yeah.
have Zeus who hates
Yeah,
Blades. Whatever.
I don't know, but I mean, I don't mind Rintaro's personality. It's just his story wasn't as handled as well as
Yeah, especially since at the end, like he didn't really do much ever since he defeated Zuos.
Yeah.
He was like
he was very underpowered after that.
Yeah.
He was his final form. It's a beautiful form, but after he defeated Suos, like immediately he got easily beaten by I don't know whatever monster that came after. It was just it was easily beaten.
Well, the thing is, he just fought against Sabella and Durandal for filler. Like after his debut, like basically they just episodes after that was just him fighting monsters for the sake of fighting monsters.
Yeah.
Like
so Rintaro has a good personality, but his story was kind of shit. So
yeah,
his relationship with May is like whatever, one-sided for some reason. I don't know what happened there.
Anyways, next on is Kento.
Yeah, Kento.
Yeah.
Oh, Kento, dear me.
Kento. I mean, he did go through a lot.
Yeah, he did through a lot, but like sometimes his actions were like really dumb.
Yeah, and he didn't really get. One thing that really annoyed me is that he didn't get as far as in progress in stealing the swords as I wanted him to. Like
you know what's
so sad that his glow stick never glowed.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
His sword never turned into a disco stick.
Yeah.
No power up.
I mean, you
had
just
to borrow his dad's powers.
I just wish the three with Rintaro, Kento, and Tomo would have been. The whole dynamic should have been explored more.
They should have been like the three musketeers, the menage a trois.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be that type.
It should have been way explored more.
Yeah, it's
like,
supposed to be like that, but it never ended.
Because they were too busy selling more books and more swords to people.
And like adding new writers for no reason.
How many writers were there? Like I think by episode 9 there was 6 writers in like 10 like
Wonder Ride books. I think
Wonder Ride books. It's ridiculous. Really ridiculous. Like I get that you're a show meant to put out toys, but like there's better ways to do it than how they did it here.
It just felt like Rintaro was more like the third wheeler. In that trio.
Oh yeah, he kind of was.
Yeah.
He was very third wheel.
I don't know. Kento was kind of a weird.
I mean, he I like concepts of what they did with him, but
because he kept saying that I live for Toma. Like I think it was giving off that vibe.
Yeah, because I get the vibe that he's doing this because he's seen the Sword of Shadows gave him all these futures and it all led to destruction and blah blah blah. But I feel like the way he turned kind of bothered me because I feel like it wasn't a natural progression.
But even before that, like he was like a subservient to Toma as well.
Like all of a sudden, the Force Ghost dad.
Oh yeah.
Back and he turns. Like there wasn't a natural progression there.
And then also like they never explained how he came back, but like I watched one of the specials to find out how. And it's just like what? Made no sense. The thing with
specials is that if your show is bad, I don't want to see the specials. Like.
Like you shouldn't have these specials to explain your lore in your show.
Yeah, it's kind of like It's kind of like with X8 and Build with the Rogue and Snipe sagas.
Yeah, is that all?
Yeah.
That's it for Kento.
Yeah. Next up is Buster. I think.
Should we do Buster and Slash together?
Yeah, let's make it easier.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with these two characters. I
think
think
they're enjoyable.
I think the problem is that they believe Reika. That's the only problem I have with them.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
otherwise, I don't have a problem with these two.
I think they were fun to watch. Like
They're
having a
nice,
dad
but
writer was
I
cool.
think they're just like the buddy roids. Like they're just there.
Just like, but Roland, they're human.
They're human, yeah. So they're the boomeroids. I don't know what the hell they are.
Boomeroids.
I feel like
they're just there.
Yeah, they're just there. I feel like what we could have done better, especially with Buster, is make him like a teacher of some sort to, like Saber.
He never gave advice.
Oh yeah, that's kind of true. Because he
never become like a mentor or anything. He was just there, like, I'm so tired from work. Oh, I have to look after my family. I'm like, okay, so what are you there for? Then choose one: your family or the sort of logos.
But bro, this is how he gets paid.
Well, then become a teacher. I don't know.
Yeah, like a teacher, like.
He never gave any sort of advice to Toma. Like, he never tell him, like, actual realistic advice. Like, nothing quotation that I can say, like, oh, gosh, that's our Buster. Like, you know, he did a very inspirational quote that makes that we can apply in our daily lives. No, he didn't do anything significant. He was just like, oh, yeah, it's the author guy. Like, okay.
Yeah, like, I feel like they could have just leave Buster just the mentor role.
And then you have Slash is like, oh my god, I love swords. They're so beautiful. I'm like, okay, but aren't you going to share anything like significant?
We did a little bit
for how long?
I mean, we did a little bit with his backstory. I think, was he the one that created Rekka?
Who?
Was it Slash who created Rekka?
No, I think his it was the first sword that his family
I think it was,
made or something.
Yeah, I think his family line did it.
It was the first sword that, like, his family, like,
yeah,
like, used, like, helped or something.
Yeah.
Cody like the good writer daddy. I mean,
he's fine. He's fine because he's not.
I mean, he was a good dad. He took care of Sora. He took him to his battles. He took care
That's
of
what I'm saying. Like, you either be the dad or you become a mentor of the Soda Logos. You choose one.
But Roland, he has to pay rent. He's gonna pay for pizzas on the table.
Wait, so who's paying? Sophia?
No, probably his wife.
Wait, the wife is a part of the Soda Logos? What?
No, she has her own job. She pays the bills.
So why does he need to work? She's the breadwinner, right?
I mean, saving the world, Roland.
I guess.
Yeah,
so if he's not going to be doing a job, then he should be giving, like, harder advice to Toma, which he didn't, obviously. It's probably just
Yeah, he didn't really give advice. I feel like a teacher would have been cool.
Yeah, he would have been a mentor,
like
a strategist, like strategizing how to attack things. Like, give him more like that. Like, okay, this didn't work out before while I was in the Soda Logos in my younger days, so this is how we're going to plan of attack. And after that, he said, like, okay, we'll do this and do that and do that.
I mean, at first, he was like, I don't trust you. You're a novelist.
Oh, see, even that. Like,
yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, Ray. What happened to Raymond? He accidentally closed the window.
He's like, fuck those guys.
I'm like, I'm done with Saber. I'm done.
I mean, should we go to Kenzan then?
Should we talk about Ren? I feel like I'm waiting for Ray to talk about Ren. Oh, here we go.
Sorry.
Let's talk about... You accidentally closed it? Okay, that's fine. All right.
Well, is there audio issues?
No, not really.
Because I hear echo.
Not me.
From both of you.
I think it's probably my fan. Maybe.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, but it's not very clear.
Hello?
Raymond, can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you, Raymond.
Can't hear me?
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can. I can
You
hear.
can?
Oh, okay.
Fuck
Okay,
my English.
I'll just deal with it.
Okay.
Never mind.
All right, it's fine.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Characters.
So,
Yeah.
you want
that's
to talk
fine.
about Ren?
Yeah. Let's go. Ren sucks. Let's end of story.
That's basically
Alright,
it.
this is how I feel about Ren. I'm gonna summon a devil. Cause havoc.
Like Ren is just Ren is this character. I feel like he just doesn't belong in this season. I feel like
he should have been in Kamen Rider Shinobi.
Yeah, like
or Kamen Shonono, because no, you don't belong here.
How about Kamen Rider Absolutely?
like his introduction was really weird. He just came from the back room for some reason. Like he just came from the back and then started becoming a rider. And then as the show
was there an origin story for him?
Not really.
I mean, there was ish with
his master, right? His old
master, but it was really generic and BS, and I don't really care.
I seriously thought he was gonna have a weird obsession with Kento.
He does have a weird obsession with Kento, though.
Oh, initially, and after that fizzled out for some reason. He had a
yeah.
Well, apparently these two were like friends, like for a really long time. But again, we don't get to see that. We're just being told these things.
I thought the previous Kenzan and the previous Espada were a couple. Probably
it wasn't just addressed in the show.
No,
maybe
it wasn't
special,
at all.
I don't know.
It was in the special, yeah.
Again, he like I said, like just feels really weird because he doesn't feel like he's belong in the show, and like after. When he like left the Sora logos, he just goes off doing his own thing, and I feel like it wasn't done well. First of all, because there was so many other characters and so much other stuff going on. I feel like we didn't need this whole subplot of Ren and Dizost.
Yeah,
we didn't need it. I feel like there's like better. There are better things to focus on. Other than this random rivalry that came out of nowhere. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, but listening. Yeah.
Yeah, I said it in one of my I think in one of the episodes where he feels like a character that just jumped in. He feels that just jumped in because he's here. I don't know.
He was obsessed with power, and I'm like, dude.
Yeah, he's obsessed with power.
You're like a rookie, and you think you're better than everybody. You don't even have a power up. Your side book is 3 Little Pigs or whatever. How are you that strong? Like, come on. Like, why? You should know your place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he just doesn't have a place here. He's just
exactly.
He wants to get really strong, but the main 3 are getting really strong. I don't know. His purpose feels very, very thin, and like if you removed him out of the story, like it's the better show because we don't have to focus. Yeah. Anyways, should we move on?
Yeah.
Next,
let's move on.
I think next is Yuri.
Yuri? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about Yuri, guys?
Yuri.
I liked him at first, but then he didn't do much later.
I think he falls in the same boat. For me, he falls in the same boat as Buster and Slash, where like I like his personality and he didn't really like annoy me or anything like that, like some of the other characters. But again, since we have so many other characters, like he kind of falls in the background most of the time.
Yeah.
And he did have good comedy, but there's just not much to say. Like he's fine, I guess, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, we knew like his origin story, like
yeah,
was like
he was in Wonderworld with Victor. Yeah.
Yeah. He's with his sugar daddy Victor, and then I don't know. It
I don't
was.
know.
Okay. He was a good character. Like
His personality, he had a good personality, but there's not much
but it's
else.
kind of fall flat for me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's multiple calibers. I think we already talked about all the calibers, so we can, I guess, move on from caliber.
Yeah, we can move on caliber.
All right.
I mean, does that include Sophia?
We'll talk about it later, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll talk about movement.
There's so many fucking characters. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, what about the siblings? Let's quickly talk about the siblings.
Let's talk about siblings. They serve no
purpose.
Why?
They serve no purpose.
And their souls became premium Bandai anyway.
Yeah. They literally serve no purpose. Like, why did Durandal have to come in? He literally, had no place in the story, other than to be Solomon's guards, which I feel like that's a really weak reasoning to have characters. Is they're the guard of this big bad guy.
Exactly.
And the fact that they're riders too, I feel like they didn't need to be called riders. They could have been the Hell Bros. They could have just been the Hell Bros of not becoming riders. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's just not much to them. They don't really serve much purpose.
Don't know why the writer wants to do incest with them, but
yeah,
it's fucking weird.
I literally have nothing really to say. Because, they didn't really need to be there. They were, yeah. All right,
so who's next?
Let's move on. Solomon?
Me. Oh.
Sophia?
Let's go through all the riders first, and then.
Okay, Solomon?
Yeah, what about Solomon? What do you think about Solomon?
If I was Psycho, I'll be like, oh my god, that's Shinken Gold.
I mean,
that's Genta.
Solomon's motivation was he just wanted to do things because he's bored.
Or I'm evil because I'm evil.
Which honestly, I'm fine with that. With a series with too many characters, I feel like a villain just being for the sake of villain is fine. Honestly, it was just there. I expected him to be the actual final boss, and I still kind of wish that he was the final boss, because I think that just makes a lot more sense than just, hey, there's one extra Megiddo that is there. I don't know. There's not much to say.
Yeah, not really.
All right.
Yeah.
We can move on.
It was just useless.
That's basically a recurring theme for all these characters.
Yeah, there's not much to them.
No, there isn't.
May? Is it May?
Yeah, what do you think about May, guys?
May.
She didn't really get annoying in the end.
Yeah, in the beginning she was awful because.
Yeah, she was too much.
It was too much
weird.
But then she toned down a lot during the middle.
Yeah, and I feel I think around the time when around the end of the first arc, I feel like she got a lot better.
Yeah, she got way better.
And again, there's not much to, again, with all the other characters, there's not much to them, but
I liked her personality though.
I didn't hate her by the end. The episode when she turned into the Megiddo, that was a pretty good episode.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I love that one. That was good.
With her, Toma, and Rintaro. That was one of the better ones.
It was weird that how she wasn't a part of the endgame as I would expect. Like her just writing a message on the internet. That's her whole shtick. I thought that was kind of weird, but I enjoyed her overall. She was pretty fun.
All right. What else I forgot?
Sophia?
Yeah, Sophia. Sophia Luna, she's there. She becomes plot points, plot devices.
Yeah, very
Really
generic.
weird. We already went on this tangent multiple times, though. So
backstory very confusing.
Yeah, not much of it made any sense. Moving on, I guess.
Yeah. Villains.
Yeah, villains.
The Megiddo. What do you think about them?
They're three stooges for a reason.
They're just there for.
They're three stooges for the reason.
It was so useless.
All right. I feel like there's two directions. I feel like this show could have done. Either tone down, like get rid of some of our heroes that we don't need, or just get rid of the Megiddos. Because I feel like if you get rid of the Megiddos, I feel like it could have been an interesting, like, rider on rider like series, like with Build and Ryuki and blah blah blah. Or get rid of some of the get rid of some of the good guys that we don't need, and you can have the Megiddos, which is fine, but they didn't really get interesting until they died, basically. Like when we learned about their how they related with the Wonder World. I feel like in the beginning again they were generic. I don't know. There's not much else to say about them. I mean, story has got a backstory, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I don't know. There's not much to say.
I just feel like they could have been previous writers, and then they got their power stripped away.
Or introduce that Stories was a fucking poet in the beginning, so make it have opposition to Toma in the beginning.
Yeah.
Or like they
not
could have
rush
had a
it in the end.
backstory from the beginning and get to know him first,
and not force a rivalry between Leiju and Toma for no reason.
Yeah, it should have been established in the beginning.
Like the Zoas and Rento one made sort of sense. That's the only one that was decent.
But
that was a decent one.
That was an okay one ish. Okay-ish.
Like, god damn it. And they were in the stupid headquarters. Like, what the fuck? It's like a dark room or something.
I think that's all for characters.
Yeah, I think that's all. So what else?
What else? Suits next?
Yeah, Suits.
That's probably the best thing from the show, honestly.
Yeah, all the suits are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Designs.
My favorite is Blades' final form, Tatsugami.
I like. Which one was Saber's like the silver one? What's that called?
Dragonic Knight. That was pretty good.
I like Dragonic Knight. That's my favorite.
Dragonic Knight was good.
Yeah, I like Dragonic Knight too.
I didn't like Elemental, but I didn't mind Primitive.
Yeah, Primitive was cool.
But my ultimate favorite suit is Kenzan.
Roland's like, that's still my favorite to this day.
All the other writers, I think, had good suits. You
have neat elements too.
They did. The
time,
really
like
nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Time,
smoke.
What else? Rintaro developed from water to ice. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was like a development, change.
And then Toma went from fire to space for no reason.
He went fire to space to books.
I really hope Revice gets an actual cool final form. I feel like in recent writer series, the secondary writer has been getting the cooler final form.
What happened?
I love 02 though. But
02 is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But okay, let's just make this. Everybody's gonna riot. Okay, Revice's final form is just the hoodie on Vice just put onto Revi. That's it. That's it. That's the final form. He's just gonna wear a hoodie.
And then his final form is gonna be liveDevil.
No.
And then the colors are like the same.
No, they're just the opposite. You just change it.
Yeah, you just swap the colors. So you just swap the colors. So instead of being pink, he'll be purple with a little. I don't know.
Yeah, or something.
So,
Yeah, honestly, I
sisters are
see
cool.
that happening. Just reverse the colors.
just reverse the colors.
Or go the realizing hopper situation where you
yeah,
have the
exactly.
original Progrise key be colored the same as the final form Progrise key.
Yeah.
I don't know.
liveDevil form. There we go. We're calling it.
What else?
What else?
Did you like
I know,
Yuri's concept?
Yeah, I like Yuri's well, him being the sword, that was kind of dumb because it kind
I liked him when he was in the comic form. That was
Yeah.
it.
What about the shadow?
Yeah.
The shadow, I feel like that should have been his base form. That's what he should have started.
Yeah.
What
did you think about Toma's final form? Not the final form. The
Cross Saber.
I'm still disappointed. I hope we.
I mean, it looked cool, but like.
I hope Revice has a better final form. Actually, a cool looking final form.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think my favorite main rider final form is probably Infinity. I want Infinity levels of like a cool form and not just not just a repaint base form or a bunch of objects glued on to the suit. I don't know. Again, I already said, like, I feel like the secondary rider's been getting the cooler final forms recently.
Suits. What's after that?
Music. Any music you want to gush about? Obviously, Almighty is
Almighty
is good.
Yeah, rewrite the story when the full themes.
Rewrite the story. Yeah, it's good. May's song is added. Yes.
May's song that's for Ren and Disaster. Doesn't make sense, but okay.
It's weird.
And then Sophia made a song out of nowhere. I didn't listen to it. I mean, Saber's
the ending theme song was
over time. I mean, I never skipped it because I don't skip openings and endings.
But I do love Saber's like soundtrack, like the background music. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, most writers shows I feel like have a good track.
They always have good tracks.
Yeah, they always do. Like I can remember them. I can remember at least one from each series that I watched. So,
toys, I guess.
Toys.
I can't talk about that. So you guys.
No appeal to him.
Good thing I skipped out, as always.
It's a good thing I skipped. It's just the sounds are just.
And too many books. That's my problem.
Too many books, and then nothing unique about it when you put in the driver.
Too many books that aren't significant. I feel
a lot. Yeah, a lot is significant. Like the concept, like it doesn't give off a lot of sounds or anything, and there's no lights as well. No lights.
I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is just the show just doesn't influence you to buy the toys. It's like,
and then like they were trying to replicate the 0-1 trend of multiple swords because they are changes themselves. Because you have the Seikin sword driver, you also follow it up with Kenzen's one, Slash's one, Buster's one.
There's just too much shit coming in.
You got Caliber, you got Yuri's one, which is, and then after that you have what else? Reika and Ryoga's one is in Premium Bandai.
I feel like the drivers in Saber has been really lackluster because they don't even look that cool.
No, it doesn't make any much extra sound.
No, I'm just talking about like aesthetically, like the sword driver, the way it functions, it feels like when everything's complete, when the book is open, everything feels very tacked on. Like when you look at the 0-1 driver and when it's fully opened, like it looks like it's complete. Like whereas the sword driver is just a flap coming out that and it feels like the book is about to fall off. Like, I don't know. It's just
Such a shame.
especially when Blade's final form, when the book was like 4 inches off the driver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And even this year with Revice, I feel like the driver isn't that well designed.
You mean
I
this
mean,
one?
Roland had trouble with it earlier.
Yeah, like that is really
It's too big. It's kind of bulky.
no, it's literally just the stamp there.
It's thin. It's quite thin.
Yeah, but the stamp is just there. I don't know.
It's like it's a nice little package. It's like a cute little thing. It's
I
like
don't know.
cute little. It's
All right.
quite thin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Is that it?
That's it for toys. So
All right.
okay, what do you
Let's
think
give it a
about
grade.
Let's rate it out of.
all
What
right.
would you rate it out of 10
All right.
overall? And where would you?
I guess I'll go
where
first.
would you put it on the tier list if you were to?
Well, it's going at the bottom of the barrel for me.
Yeah, same.
Wait, bottom where? Like how bottom?
The bottom of the
is
barrel.
it? Like the least favorite at all?
Yeah.
You're kidding
Well,
me. You like Saber? I mean, you like Ghost better than Saber?
Yeah, I'm the only one in this group chat that does.
Okay.
I think I'll give it like a. I think I'll give it like a 4 or 5 or 6. I don't know.
I'll give it a 4.
Tell us a score, Tommy.
I'll just have to rewrite the score then.
Okay, rewrite the score.
All right, I'll rewrite the
later.
score
Tell us 1 year later.
to what's the average? 4 plus 5 plus 6. That's
5.
5. I'll give it a 5 then. There you
I'll
go.
generously
Average.
give it a 4, but I think I want to lean towards a 3. This series was just too rushed. Like there was just too much going on without much substance. Like
I
each
give it a. I just think I give it a 3. Like I would never see myself rewatching it.
I changed my mind. I think I give it a 4. I'm thinking of all the stupid things the show.
Yeah, I don't see myself watching it again. The toys weren't interesting.
Oh, definitely. I am never gonna watch the show again.
Never gonna watch it again.
Just like Gio, I'm skipping it.
Yeah, the toys weren't interesting. Like they didn't finish the RKFs for that line. And
Rip Rolling because he didn't finish. He didn't get.
Well, they brought Remix back, but I'm like, okay. If you bring Remix, okay, just leave it to those two. Don't.
Yeah, but they're not gonna make like the last form, like 02. Did they make 02 in RKF?
They did.
They completed 01.
But they didn't complete fucking Saber.
Nah, they didn't. They stopped at
Primitive.
They stopped at
Psycho.
What's Yuri's one again?
Psycho.
Psycho. They stopped at that one.
Wow, they didn't even do Elemental. That's crazy.
No.
Nah, they didn't do Elemental. They didn't do Rinto's one. Like I really wanted Rinto's.
Probably maybe because of paint or cost. I don't know.
Nah, the line's dead. The line's dead. But also like the toy line wasn't interesting. The suits were nice, but like the characters they're kind of a mess. Like
most of them were a mess or just they don't need to be there.
It was like unrelatable. I can't relate to Toma. I can't. Rintaro was fine, but his story was shit. Kento was shit. Ren was like atrocious. The two boomers were like there, but they weren't really contributing much. You got Yuri, who was there, had a good history, but it fell flat for me. And then you have who else? We got Bart as well. Like, oh my god.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Exactly. We forgot about him. That's the problem.
Okay. I gotta go back to this. Why was friggin' Bot introduced into the show? Like, we had 10 other characters, and we needed added 11.
I mean, the element of Void was like it would have been good, but then again, they should have introduced him in a different way rather than
again. I'm gonna say this. Like, I think I said this once like I don't mind a multi-rider series. Like, and there are ways to do a multi-rider series, but in balancing the characters and stuff like that. But like this one was just struggling. Like from the first episode.
It's the writer. He couldn't even do a three rider series. What makes him so good about doing a multi?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he couldn't do a 3 rider series properly.
He's just not fit. Like again, like writing Toku is inherently difficult because what makes Toku unique is basically it has to cater to a toy line, right? So
yeah.
Of course, you got
cater to a toy line, cater towards a specific audience.
Yeah, and again, like obviously, like this has to debut and this has to get released and blah blah blah. So like it's inherently difficult. But the fact that you and I feel like they gave him another chance and it just didn't work out.
I just okay, how does Toei decide who's going to be writing the series of that year? Like, do they do a voting system? Is there do each writer put a proposal of the concept of like what storyline they're going to write and then they vote on it? Like, who chose these writers? Like, I'm just curious. Like, how does that work?
I'm curious, but I'm just curious, but do we know what else he wrote other than Ghost and Saber?
No, that's what he wrote. He only wrote Ghost and Saber.
What about like outside of Toku? What did he write anything?
Let me check because
and tell me if you watched any of it.
I don't know if he did anything besides Tokusatsu. I'm pretty sure he did something. Let me just write. Fukuda. He wrote. He wrote entirety of Ghost. He wrote Saber. What else did he do?
Entirety of Ghost. That's not true. That's not even true.
Well, he contributed to episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 11, 12, 15, 16, 19, 20. He skipped most of the 30s and skipped most of the 40s. Then after that, yeah. Oh no, he did a lot of the 40s. He skipped most of the 30s, so that's where it went weird.
What about his other works? Like, did he write the entire show of his other works?
He was secondary writer for Ultraman Max and Ultra 7X. And then
he
wasn't okay. Here's another thing. He was barely even there in Saber as well. So I don't know what the fuck is he doing.
Yeah.
And he did a lot of drama series in his early days. Okay. And then he did what's Max Man? What the hell is that? He did Max Man, which
you guys, I gotta go right now.
Oh, you going?
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up so we can wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Anyways, all right, cross magma time.
All right, it's time for cross magma. Okay. All right. Okay, we're gonna go in. We're gonna come back in 2 weeks again. Raymond's gonna go on a break, so if you miss him, have a good break, Raymond. We'll see.
Hopefully this show still survives when I come back.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, let's hope.
Otherwise, stay safe, everybody, and then we'll see you in the next 2 weeks. By the way, Saber sucks. All right,
Saber sucks overall.
Bye.
Watch Good Will Hunting.
Yay.
There you go.